Greetings, Special Centurions, and welcome, fellow YouTubers, back to our second season of Call of Cthulhu. Tonight we continue with the scenario And Some Fell on Stony Ground, available on Roll20. And this evening we welcome back to the table our usual motley crew of experienced investigators, featuring Duane playing as Wesley Frost, Paul playing as Bert Lowry, Elena playing as Annabelle Hearn, and Kev playing as Fred Shenck. Just before we get started though, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all the regular viewers and subscribers of the channel for their continued support. Thanks to you guys, we were able to get the last episode of Call of Cthulhu up to over 100 views, which is a new record for the series. Woo! Yes, indeed. Now, I know 100 isn't a colossal number when compared to many other competitors, but I'm still super stoked and psyched that so many people are tuning in, and that you're all joining us here tonight for the next part. So thank you all for being here, and we hope you enjoy what follows. At the end of the last episode, we actually forgot to carry out the investigator development phase. So we're going to take a few minutes now to run through that quickly before carrying on. Duane, since you're first in the bottom left, would you like to start us off with your investigator development phase?
Sure thing. Okay, here we go. I only have 3, so we'll start with Charm, trying to beat a 45, and I do.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a D10, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Or is it D10?
Yeah, it's D10.
Okay. Gain of 4, and I'm just going to continue on and update my sheet later to save time.
Sure.
So Spot Hidden is my second one. Trying to beat a 45 here with a 47.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Just by 2.
Gain of 6. And final one is Stealth, trying to beat a 20. Beat that one by 8. For a gain of 2. And we're not rolling luck, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Okay. That should do it for me.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Duane. Elena.
Hello everyone, I too have only 3 to go. It's fast talk. Nice.
Beat it by 1, very good.
Nice. And then we have Spot Hidden and Stealth. Oh, okay, so only fast talk. And you said no luck, right?
No luck, that's correct. That was unfortunate. You just missed it by a couple on both of those.
Yeah.
Well, c'est la vie. Paul, take it away.
Yeah, I only have 2, so listen. Going to be the 22.
Mr. Chef de Cuisine, welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just noticed you're there. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing this evening? Paul, well done. Yeah, so you beat Listen, a D10 then, please. Improve it by 5, very good.
Oh, no dice there.
Okay, unlucky. You got 1 though, so that's good. And finally, Kev.
So I've got 3, I think. First aid. Oh, goody. Take the tick out of that one. Psychology. That should have been a foregone conclusion. Spotted in.
Nice, good work. You get 4 for that. Okay.
I think that's me. Just double check. Yep, that's me.
Excellent, thank you. Mr. Chef de Cuisine, I'm doing well. Good, I'm glad to hear that. Don't think I was here last time though, so I'm curious to see what story I have this time. Okay. Well, to be honest, I'd advise you to go and check out, as I'm about to get into, the first episode, but it's entirely up to you. Obviously, we appreciate you being here, so yeah, I'll give you a quick rundown of what happened in the last episode in a moment, and you can just try and work out what's going on from there. So, with that taken care of, and with no further announcements to cover, I suggest we all take a deep breath and commence with the Call of Cthulhu. In the last episode, our investigators came to realize that strange happenings have started occurring all around their sleepy, small hometown of Stowell. The loan on Fred Shenck's house is suddenly being recalled by the bank manager who gave it to him in the first place. Bert Lowry's father was completely obsessed with playing terrible and bizarre music on homemade improvised implements. and the local reverend has been talking about slavery in his sermons and handing out instructions to the police to carry out summary executions, the most recent of which was carried out right in front of the investigators by the police deputy. Confused and uncertain, our investigators have been seeking answers from the various locales they have visited around town, but thus far have been unable to garner too much information from anyone, besides being invited by the mysterious Reverend Fitzgerald to a midnight mass, which, by the way, for anyone interested, is a fantastic horror drama currently available on Netflix. I highly recommend everyone to check that out if they've got time. For anyone who missed the episode, as I said, Chef de Cuisine, I highly recommend you go back and check it out, as it was a lot of fun, and quite frankly, there's just too much ground there for me to cover in this quick introduction. We do, however, now resume play at Elmer's Steakhouse, where Annabelle Hearn has just confronted the newly appointed manager, Felix Taramay, about firing her without reason that very morning. Before their conversation in the manager's office, the investigators noticed the old manager, Elmer, stood by the kitchen sink, washing dishes and seemingly doing Annabelle's old job. But when spoken to, the man barely seemed to register their presence and could hardly string two sentences together before going back to washing up, despite every dish in sight being sparklingly clean already. Looking out of the small kitchen window, the investigators, that is, you see a strong deluge of rain begin falling from the smoky granite clouds above, as simultaneously you hear a heavy spattering begin drumming through the roof. Outside the front of the restaurant, a small crowd of what looks to be half a dozen individuals seems to have gathered, each holding up a sign and chanting something, though you cannot hear exactly what this is over the noise of the rain. Having just snuck into the restaurant's meat store and stolen a small sample of meat without anyone noticing, Wesley Frost returns to the others, still standing in the kitchen. What would you all like to do next?
Could you tell me more about this sample of meat that I just stole?
Yeah, of course. What would you like to know? It's basically a small hunk of minced red meat.
Oh, okay. And I wasn't really aware of this, so I went in. So repeat that last part again.
You went into the meat locker of the kitchen restaurant, the restaurant's kitchen.
Yep.
And there was shelves of meat, all kind of stacked around. Some of them were cut into chops. A lot of it was minced. And you heard Fred Shenck call out to you to grab a sample.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
all right.
you grabbed some and pocketed it, I guess. Or wrapped it in a handkerchief.
Right. So let me get back into character here.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Chef de Cuisine, by the way, how's the audio? Someone mentioned last time that Duane was coming through a little softly, so I've upped his audio. Would you let us know, would you mind please letting us know how his audio is now, and I can readjust if it needs changing? Thank you very much, Chef. Sorry, Duane.
Okay, sure. So my friends, look at this. I've got some meat sample here, and do we know of anyone who could tell us what type of meat this is? Is it pork? Is it beef, chicken, or could it be human? Now, would we know anyone in town who might be an expert on identifying flesh, muscle tissue, that kind of thing?
Butcher?
I've just moved you onto the Stole map, so you're welcome to look through that to see if there's anyone there who might be able to help you. Maybe the hospital?
Yeah, I was thinking of the hospital, a lab, something.
Yeah, I can't think of anyone specific you'd know otherwise. But yeah, Bert Lowry's suggestion of the butcher might be a stop as well.
Is there a coroner that might know?
Is there a coroner? Let me have a look.
I don't see a butcher listed, but
Locations and venues. Let me just have a look through the list here.
Wesley, I'm not going out in this rain with those creepy people out there.
Annabelle, please make a spot hidden check for me, please. As you say that.
Spot hidden. Pass. Regular.
Very good. Be sure to check that off, please. Looking out as you say that to those creepy people, you recognise a couple of them to be some of your employees, some other employees from Elmer's. A couple of waitresses that you used to work with. Another bus boy, people who clear the tables.
Oh, okay. Do I know if these people, like my colleagues there, right? Do I know if they were used to have a meal here in the restaurant, or like even not officially, like maybe, eating the remains in the kitchen or something like that?
What, eating leftovers?
Yeah.
Make a no roll, which is an education roll, please. See if you can recall.
Sure.
That's awesome, Mr.
Okay.
Chef de Cuisine. Thank you very much. I've readjusted Duane's volume now, so it should be better. But let me know if it's too quiet now, please. Education. So you recall that none of them, as far as you're aware, none of them were doing anything at all that was particularly, how should you say, disruptive or incorrect or acting poorly. They were all very professional and composed themselves with adequate decorum around the workplace.
Would they have, though? Do I know of their habits? Would they have had their dinners or lunches in the site? That some of the waiters and chefs.
You mean like a
they
staff
eat.
meal?
Yeah, that's it. Because they eat before they serve or after they have served.
Yeah, I think. Well, I don't know how it was in the 1920s, but I think a lot of places would have looked after their staff and ensured they had a meal.
Mhm.
Okay, so they could have eaten this meat.
Possibly, yeah. For all you know, they may have, yeah.
Hey everyone, I know it's hard to hear what they're chanting because of the rain, but let's all listen very carefully and see if we can hear them.
Okay, can we try to read their lips?
Well, yeah, you're also welcome to try a listen roll, like Duane suggested.
I'm going to go to the door and just open the door slightly so I can hear them better.
Okay, make yours with a bonus die then, please. Yep, definitely better, says Chef. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Much appreciated, Chef de Cuisine.
No.
No, it's just raining and raining. Just heavy downpour is just blocking all noise.
Yeah. Can we try to read their lips and see if we can understand any of the words?
Yeah, make another spot hidden if you'd like to try and read the lips.
Right.
Bert didn't try to listen.
Yes, regular.
Very good.
Bert lost his character sheet. Here we go. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, very
Nice.
good. Make sure you check that off. So as you're straining Annabelle and reading their lips to see what they're saying, but you hear above the rain, somehow no one else can hear this, but you manage to hear them chanting and saying, "We want to work. We have rights. You can't fire us." Stuff like that.
Okay.
Right to work.
Do I know? I not obviously know them to have been fired like me, right?
Yeah, and with your spot hidden, Annabelle, as well as reading their lips, you can also see their signs, and the signs say something like, "Give us our jobs back," and we won't leave, and things like that. So you can deduce from this that there seems to be a group of previous employees picketing outside the restaurant.
How is the rest of the clientele reacting to them?
A few people are murmuring with interest. Like a little boy points to his parents. A lot of them just don't pay attention and carry on eating. Yeah, not much interest at all.
I am very upset, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I am very upset. So here's what I think the Annabelle would do. she opens the door from kitchen door and goes in the main restaurant area. Clear her throat and starts saying out loud to all the customers, saying, "Right, people, those like me are the people that have been fired without any reason whatsoever this very morning, and you are all eating at our expenses of our jobs, meaning something like, you are all eating and we are paying with our jobs for it." And Annabelle goes on really very, very hot on this, because obviously, and she also is gonna add something about, and we women are also always mistreated, underpaid, and not recognized. And unless anyone stops me from the restaurant, I carry on.
Yeah, so I was about to say a lot of people initially start kind of listening to you, and then when they hear what you're saying, they just go back to their meals, not really paying much attention. And one of the waiters comes, or actually he looks like another chef of some kind. He's wearing whites, comes out and comes over to you and says, "What are you doing? Be quiet! Shush! You don't work here anymore, do you?" You recognize him to be Arnold. You recognize him to be Arnold McDermott, who you not assumed, but believed him to be what's the word? Let me just find it. Sorry, 1 second, so I don't misspeak. Cleric, is that right? Clerk. Sorry, clerk. You recognize him to be the clerk from the lumber mill.
Okay. Right. Okay. I have every right to be here and say what I think is the right thing to say, because yes, I do not work here. Thank you very much for reminding me that. And
look,
these people here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna say, "Look, I'm sorry, but you have to be quiet. You have to understand. They won't hesitate to call the police, you know."
You call the police? How about that? There are people out there soaking wet in this torrential rain, trying to make these people here inside, like your boss, listening to them, and they are not listening. I'm shouting, not shouting, but voice is really loud, and it's getting louder and louder because she's getting, more worked up. Is that the word, worked up, about this?
Yeah. Okay.
And
so
certainly not shutting up. No.
Arnold tries to hush you again. Tries to tell you to be quiet.
Don't you hush me.
"Man, please understand. We'll have no choice. We'll have to." And Felix comes out. Phoenix. Is it Felix? Felix Tamaray comes out and says, "What's going on out here? This is what's all the noise? Who's shouting?" And he sees Arnold. He says, "Arnold, what the hell are you doing out here? You're supposed to be chopping greens. Get back to the kitchen." And Arnold looks terrified and runs back into the kitchen.
I face Felix, turn around and face me,
"Oh, it's you. Haven't you left yet?"
No, and I don't intend to, like the people out there.
Well,
the
you're
other
welcome.
three of us. The other three of us would be coming out to back her up, to show that we're not going to be intimidated by this guy.
Hey, speak for yourself. I'm intimidated.
He says, "Fine." And you okay? Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
He says, "Well, you're welcome to go join them out in the rain. I have no problem with that, but I won't have you disturbing my customers. This is private property, and I'm asking you officially to leave one final time."
No, you will have to make me.
"Fine, I'll call the police." And he storms back into the office.
Call the police. And don't you dare touching me.
Remember that the last time they just came in and shot somebody right in front of us? You do know that, don't you?
Oh, yeah. No, I forgot about that. Okay, running away sounds like a good plan now.
Let's go.
Miss Hearn here, she has rights. You can't just fire her without any cause. If anybody's going to get arrested by the police, it's you, Felix.
"We'll just see about that." And he walks through the door into the...
I'm going to stay. I think it's a lovely day outside. I'm going to...
I'm gonna follow Felix because I want to what's the word? Listen, eardrop. Is that
Eavesdrop?
eavesdropping?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the door.
He's
to
closed.
hear what he says.
Yeah, he's closed the office door, so you're welcome to try and make a listen to try and hear through.
I take a glass on the way to the office. I take a glass from the kitchen and I put it at the door.
Okay, give us a listen with a bonus die, please.
Oh, okay. Listen. Oh, hang on.
And then you're
how do I
looking
do the
for a
bonus die?
1, a 10 on the bonus die.
Okay.
That's well, it's 25. You're welcome to spend 5 luck if you want.
No.
No?
No. You'll need all the luck probably.
Hang on, you
Okay.
rolled a d10. Why did you roll a d10?
I don't know. Sorry.
You just have to roll listen again. And you're aiming for a
Sorry.
10, is what I said. Yeah, there you go. You got it. So it's a 15 out of 20. So that's a success. So yeah, you hear through the door. He obviously picks up the telephone and dials a number. And he says, "Yes, police, please." And there's a moment, and he says, "Right, there's a woman here who won't leave the restaurant. She's being very audacious, loud, and disturbing my customers. She's refusing to leave. I've asked her several times, and she's being not insubordinate, that's the wrong word, but being incredibly stubborn. We'd appreciate it if you came and removed her from the premises." Yes, that's right. She's shouting and screaming. "We fired her this morning, and she won't leave." Yes, we'd appreciate that. Thank you. Yes. And then he hangs up.
Okay, so it sounds like there was no one on the other side that he knew, that he called by name, right? So I was wondering if he had links in the police and that kind of thing.
I see.
Okay,
From
so
what you can tell, no, he
ran
just made a
quickly-
regular police report.
Yeah. I ran quickly to the rest of the group and I said, "Okay, the call to the police is genuine. I think we should leave."
Well, now it's time to leave. Let's go outside. Come on. Let's go outside and talk to some of the people out there.
Okay, I grabbed the one of the umbrella, the big parasol for the outdoors.
Yeah.
Grab one of those to go outside.
Sure. Okay.
Just put my big hat on. Let's go out.
Okay, going outside.
Let's talk to some of the former employees, and ask them questions. Have you ever eaten inside?
Are you asking this to the picketers? Sorry.
Yeah.
One of them turns to you and said, "Oh, good morning. Is it morning? No, what was it? It's like 2:00 in the afternoon at this point, wasn't it? Or 3:00. He says,
Yeah.
"Oh, good afternoon. You're not associates of that place, are you? Oh, it's you, Bert. How are you doing?"
I'm good. How
seems
are
to
you?
recognize you. Says, "Well, I was fine, but we were fired this morning for absolutely no reason, as far as we know. It's absolutely outrageous. It's disgusting behavior."
It is, and Annabelle here, our friend Annabelle here, she was fired also.
Oh
Yeah,
yes,
so
I
was
recognize you. Hi, Annabelle.
What reasons
Hello.
did they give you?
They didn't give any. They just refused us entry. They said our assistance was no longer required.
Yeah.
And closed
Did you
the
notice? Did you notice anything unusual going on? Like maybe did the meat look or taste different than before?
The meat. I can't say I noticed anything. You'd be better off asking one of the chefs that, really. I mean, we just get the meat in the burgers and the steak that comes out with the chips and stuff, and we just serve it. We don't pay too close attention, to the.
Oh,
But
is
no,
one of the
it's
chefs
all-
one of the chefs on the line here? We can talk to.
Yes, yeah, they might have a better idea of it than us. I mean, like I said, we haven't been in there since yesterday. Everything seemed fine, and then suddenly Felix came back and announced that he was in charge. Elmer didn't say a word about it. He just seemed to nod as though he was expecting it. Next thing you know, we've all been fired, and they brought in a bunch of other people to do the work.
All right. Hey, chef, I got a question for you. Look at this sample of meat. Would you say this is different from the meat you were using before?
Sorry, when you said on the line, I thought you meant on the chef line in the restaurant, not on the picket line.
Oh, I thought maybe there was a chef who had been fired as well. No.
Oh, I see. No. So it
Ah.
seems to be just waiters and front of house people.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we want to go back in there at this point.
No.
Well, did any of you folks here on the picket line hear any of the chefs complaining about the meat? Had it changed? Was it different? Same old steak you've always served? Come on. Tell us something useful.
They all look at each other, thinking about what you're saying, asking. And in the silence, above the rain, you suddenly hear screams and cries coming from the restaurant. And all of a sudden, the doors burst open, and out comes Elmer with blood spattered all over the front of his robes, carrying the head of Felix Taramay, screaming wildly,
Ooh.
"Enslave me, will you? I'm no one's property. Who's in charge now?"
Oh, wow.
And I need all of you to make sanity rolls for me, please.
Knew that was coming. Nothing we haven't seen before.
Ah.
No one leaves hungry.
Yeah, I shout to the workers.
Okay, so very good. Everyone passed apart from Wesley. So everyone apart from Wesley lose 1 sanity, please, and you're fine. Duane, you lose... How much is it? Oh, it doesn't actually give an amount. Jason. Ah, that's weird. We'll say a D4 for a severed head. Please roll a D4.
Just a 1.
Oh, you lucky. Very good. So you lose 1 as well. And your involuntary action, please. Roll, I think it's a D12. I think I have 12 involuntary actions. Yes. You got an 8, so... You jump behind, roll a D3 for me as well, please. We'll just take it in bottom order. So you jump behind Fred and use him to shield you, to get as like a human shield between you and not Felix, Elmer, who's now
Fred is
calm
good.
down, Wesley. Look up. When I've been doing the barbering, you see that kind of thing all the time. Don't worry about it. The razor.
He's coming for me next, Fred. I can sense it. He's coming for me next.
No, you're not the boss. You're fine.
Just be glad he didn't vomit on your shoes, Fred. He looked very pale. I thought he was going to toss his cookies.
So wielding the cleaver wildly in the head, flailing blood everywhere, he points his cleaver at Annabelle and screams, "You! This is your fault! I'll make you pay!" And he starts running at you.
Run,
How is that
Annabelle!
my fault? How is that my fault? And I run the opposite direction.
Yeah?
Still with my parasol on my head.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'm waiting for the police.
Yeah? Okay.
I think I'm about to toss my cookies because Bert suggested it. Should I make a con check?
No, I'm moving away from him, definitely. I don't want that down my back.
If you want to roleplay that, I'm perfectly happy making a con check.
Sorry, Fred.
Yeah.
No, I've jumped away from you, mate. You're on your own.
Okay, I'm vomiting wildly now.
Okay. So Annabelle...
Projectile vomitus.
Annabelle is running.
I'm going to look at. Is there anything like a sort of waste bin or anything like that I could throw at him to try and trip him?
Make a luck roll.
Dump.
No,
Nope.
there isn't. I'm also going to ask anyone who's standing their ground needs to put their turn in initiative order now, please. And I need to find Elmer's sheet. Leonard Elmer, there he is. Okay, so Annabelle, you've run off. So we go
Yep.
next to Fred Shenck. You're just before Leonard. What would you like to do?
Well, I've got no melee weapons. I'm not going to run up to get him because I haven't got any missile weapons either. So
But aren't you carrying? I don't know if you don't remember or if you just don't have it on you. But in the last episode, you picked up a tire iron or something from the back of the car.
I would have put that back. I won't be walking around with that all the time.
Okay, no worries.
I will move away and search around the area for something that I can use to trip or throw at him or to distract him.
Okay, I'm going to need another luck roll from you. Well, specify, be more specific as to what, because it could be anything like...
A sign or anything like that that might be, like they have those billboard signs outside, that kind of stuff.
You grab one of the picket signs from one of the protesters who's dropped it on the floor or is currently fleeing as well.
I'll have that, and if he should come near me, I'm going to try to smack him in the shins to trip him up.
Okay, no problem. So Leonard is going to roll Wesley, you're throwing up, aren't you? Fred Shenck's wielding a sign, but hasn't declared an action yet. I'm going to roll, since it'll be impartial, a D3, and we'll go along the bottom as to see who he charges. Two. So he goes for Bert. He goes for you. So he's coming at you with a cleaver attack. But would you like to dodge or fight back?
I was intending to kind of circle around and tackle him. So I guess I'm going to fight back. I'm going to brawl.
Okay, no worries. So here comes his knife attack, or his cleaver attack. He misses. And you're fighting back, see if you can get a success.
Hey.
No, that's a failure as well, obviously. So unfortunately, you both miss each other. He swings at you, you swing at him, nothing happens.
Okay.
Okay, Wesley, your turn.
Still vomiting.
You don't want to make another con roll to see if you recover?
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Suck it up, man. We got to tackle this guy.
Okay, I recovered.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm going to try to drag him toward the pool of vomit and get him to slip and fall.
Okay, very good. So that will be a fighting maneuver. Your build is 0, is that correct?
Correct, yeah.
So I've got a build, or Leonard, Elmer has a build of 1, which means unfortunately you get a penalty die on your brawl attack.
Okay.
For the maneuver.
I failed anyway, but...
Oh, okay. See if it's a fumble. And he's going to fight back, which is their natural response to anything. So he'll swing at you with a cleaver as you try and grab him. And he misses as well. Very clumsy chap. He's just very, what's the word? Excited, but different. Manic is the word I'm looking for. He's just manically flailing in the rain with the head in one hand and the cleaver in the other. Bert, your turn.
I have a large club, but it's in my car. I'm going to run over to the car and get the club.
Okay, it'll take your entire turn to do that.
That's what I'm going to do, though.
Okay, no worries. So you're now armed with a club. If you look in the compendium,
I have it on my sheet.
Oh, you have it on your sheet?
Yeah.
But you just weren't carrying it. Okay, no worries.
Exactly. I don't think we would have walked in the restaurant with it.
No problem. Yeah. Annabelle, you've run a decent distance.
Yep.
It's now your turn.
Yeah. So the idea is to run in a circle. So I come back, basically, because when the police arrives, the idea is point the finger at the crazy man that's behind me and telling he's trying to kill me.
Fair enough. So you're just waiting for the police to arrive then?
I'm running back towards the restaurant. I've been running inside in a big circle.
Okay, so you're going back towards the restaurant and then waiting for the police as your action. Okay, no worries. Fred?
I'll try to maneuver behind him and slap him into the back of his head with the placard to try to knock him over and disorientate him.
Okay, that would just be a brawl attack. He will try and fight back. Keep missing his thing because it's there. Oh, that's a failure, unfortunate. And he will swing at you with the cleaver as you swing over his head. The sign, you're basically swinging the main stem of the picket fence, and then it catches in the wind, the end of it, where it's got a larger board attached to it, and it means unfortunately you miss. But he turns around and swings at you with the cleaver and also misses. No one seems to be able to do anything right now. It is, however, his turn though. So again, I'll roll another D3 or D2 since Wesley's over by the car with his Bert's over by the car with his new bat. The closest people to him are Wesley and Fred. So I'll roll a D2. Obviously, 1 is Wesley, 2 is Fred. 2, Fred. He's coming at you with the cleaver. Actually, instead of that, he's going to try and throw the head at you. Or he is going to throw the head at you, whether or not it hits. Would you like to dodge?
Yeah, why not?
I think if you dodge, does that count as a dive for cover with a thrown weapon, or is it just a dodge? Duane, do you remember?
Right, with the bullets, but I don't know about weapons.
Exactly, that's what I'm...
I'd imagine it's not very aerodynamic, so I don't think it's very quick, so you probably just move out of the way.
Well, I think you can fight, if target is within 1/5 of the shooter's dex, which... that's shooter. Basically, I think you can fight back because you're within range of him to punch him in the face as he tries to throw it at you. If it's a thrown weapon and you're within 1/5 of your dex, you have the opportunity to fight back, don't you?
I have no clue. I'm never tried doing that before.
I'm asking Duane, but I seem to recall that being the case.
Well, if it is, then I will try that.
It sounds correct.
Yeah, I did look at it earlier, but I can't find it specifically in the notes. So we'll say that's the case. So if you'd like, you can try a fight back and punch him in the face as he tries to draw his arm back and throw the head at you. That is a fumble.
Why do I let you talk me into these things?
That is a fumble. I'm going to say that he gets an automatic success with the throw because you leave yourself vulnerable. You go to punch him and slip, basically, in the rain and fall down, and he's just standing above you, and he slams the head down into your face.
How about a bonus die instead of automatic?
What, on the throw?
Yeah.
I could do, but it is a fumble, so...
Right.
Yeah, go on, smack me with the head.
You're only going to lose 1 point of damage, but you are going to lose... and you're going to need another sanity roll. So you take 1 point of damage, you fail the sanity, and you take another roll a d4 for me, please. You lose... That's not too bad. You lose 2 points of sanity as this bloody head gets smashed into your face and rolls away beside you, leaving a stream of blood down the cheek. And that is his turn. Wesley.
Okay, I have to use a different tact here since this guy's bigger than me. I'm going to try a charm attempt and say something to the effect of, now, Mr. Elmer, you're right. You that man really did deserve to die. But let's all calm down here. We all enjoy your steaks. You have a wonderful steakhouse. There's no need to be acting this way. Let's just calm down and we'll go inside and have a chat.
Okay, he has an intelligence of 70, which means you're going to have to get a hard success to even get close to him hearing your words. Unfortunately, that's a regular, so that he kind of looks at you for a moment and hesitates, and then says, "Who are you to tell me what to do? I will not be enslaved." And starts swinging his cleaver again.
I'm one of your best customers, Mr. Elmer. I love your steak.
I'll turn you into steak then.
Okay.
That's your turn.
All right, be that way.
But we lost Paul. Are you still there, Paul?
Yeah, Paul, you're muted.
Ah.
Yeah, I come running back from the car with the club in my hand and approach him from behind and obviously failed.
I guess because he's flailing around wildly, his movements are a bit too difficult to predict. But he does notice you swing at him, and he doesn't like that, so he's going to swing back at you with his cleaver. And
Is there?
miss you as well.
Does Paul get an advantage because he's the second person to be attacking him in this round?
Well, yes, you're absolutely right. Thank you. I always forget the outnumbered rule. Thank you for reminding me, Kev. Yeah, so Bert gets an extra bonus die on his brawl attack because of the outnumbered.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't work, so you just have to click brawl again, and we'll just take the 10 number. The bonus penalty thing isn't working. It was working before, wasn't it? Maybe it's just this module?
Ugh, another failure.
Yeah, that's a 67, so unfortunately that is a failure still. So, well remembered, Kev, but unfortunately that did not help. Annabelle.
Thank you, Fred.
For moral support.
I am running back to the restaurant and I'm going to be hiding behind one of the other three with the parasol right in front of me as a shield.
Okay, when you say one of the other three, do you mean Bert, Wesley, and Fred?
Yeah.
Okay, which one? It's important.
The bigger one.
The bigger one. I think that would be Fred.
Yeah.
Build of one,
That
if
will
I
be.
remember correctly.
Yeah, I've got builder one, yeah.
Get behind me. Get behind me, Annabelle. I'll protect you.
Okay. And I'll get behind Bert then.
Okay, no problem. Fred.
I'll get up and again I'll try to trip him.
Trip him or hit him?
I suppose I've got to try and knock him out.
Okay, he will fight back. This is the first attack as well, so it doesn't get a bonus die. He gets a hard success. The cleaver swings round and slashes through your arm for 3 points of damage.
Oui.
He says, ha ha ha, I'll make you all bleed.
I just want to shout out as I'm sort of going, ouch, is this the new meat that you're using in the restaurant? Is it human meat?
Okay. What meat? I don't use meat. I was never a chef. I'm the manager. Don't talk down to me. Leonard's turn. I'm going to roll a d6 because Annabelle's kind of shielding Burton herself. Is that correct? So on a 1 to 2, it'll be Wesley. On a 3 to 4, it'll be Fred. On a 5, it'll be Annabelle. And a 6 will be Bert. It's 6, so it's Bert. So he's coming at you, Bert, with another swing with his cleaver. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
Fight back with my club.
Okay. So he swings at you and misses. And you get an attack to swing back.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a fumble. So in the rain, the slippery wood of the bat slips out of your hand and it goes flying off into the distance somewhere, or not the distance, but goes flying off and clatters against the floor. It's going to take you a turn to go and pick it up if you want to recover it.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I will. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's Wesley's turn first again now.
Okay, and Wesley should have a bonus die because if this guy's fighting back.
Mm-hmm. That's correct.
Yeah.
If you attack him, he's be outnumbered.
Okay, I'm just going to try to punch him in the face.
Very good. Please make your attack with the bonus die, and he's going to swing the cleaver back at you. Ooh, a crit.
I can't do any better than that.
That is super sexy. So that means you do max damage plus damage bonus. Do you have a damage bonus? You don't because your build is 0.
Oh, I should have done it from there too. So because that one rolls damage.
Mm-hmm. So
2 points.
Well, it will be max damage,
Matching, right?
which will be 3.
So 3 plus 2? Or just 3?
Well, it's just 3 because unfortunately you don't have a build.
Right, okay.
So it's just max damage. But I will say, critical success, when you get one, you're supposed to get something beyond just the good success. You're supposed to get a bonus. So I'll say you punch him in the face, and in surprise he drops the cleaver. And the cleaver clatters to the ground. So he takes, I'll just do the damage, 3 points of damage. That's 9. And yeah, he's dropped the cleaver. Bert, your turn. You said you'd like to go recover your bat? Are you silent? You're muted again.
Yeah, because I keep coughing. I switch direction and pick up the meat cleaver.
Okay, that's absolutely fine, but that will be your turn still if you recover the cleaver.
Yep.
So that's good. You've picked up the cleaver. Annabelle, your turn.
I am going to use the parasol. When you are trying to get the birds to fly away, I open and close the parasol and going towards him.
Okay.
So very quickly, just to scare him with a big parasol in front of me as a shield, and then open and close as it to make him distracted. And
okay, so I'll say that counts as, for the purpose of being outnumbered, that counts as an attack. So anyone who attacks him from this point forward on this round will get a bonus die on their attack.
Okay.
Because he's kind of distracted and distraught by dropping the cleaver and you flapping the parasol in his face.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Fred.
Flapping was the word.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll try and slap him one again.
Okay, he will try and fight back, although he doesn't have the cleaver anymore, so it'll just be a straight
There are
brawl.
rules on how many times you can fight back in the same turn.
No, they get a fight back every turn, but after they only get one.
Oh, for freak's
What is going on with you guys? They get a fight back every opportunity, but they get outnumbered after the number of times they can attack each turn. So if they get 3 attacks per turn, they can fight back 3 times before the outnumbered rule applies. But they can fight back every time if it carries on beyond that 3, for example. But unfortunately, you get a brawl, you get another failure. So I'm just going to say again, he succeeds in punching you in the face. So he's going to do a D3 of damage. You take 2 points of damage as you slip again in the rain. And you go to stumble and he brings his knee up sharply and just catches it on your jaw. Oh wait, you get a bonus die. So you have to roll anything that's not a 9 or a 10. Or not even a 10. And you don't get a fumble. Because Annabelle's distracting him, right?
Yeah, I've got to click on it again, haven't I?
Yeah, you got to re-roll the brawl.
Whoa!
Well, that's 2 ends of the spectrum. Very good. So you slip.
I don't take the 2 points straight. I don't put those back.
Well, you get the bonus die, so you get the 1, right?
No, yeah, but I don't lose. I've already taken the 2 points.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So exactly. You get the 2 points back as you slip in the rain and jolt forward. He brings his knee up to hit you in the jaw, and you do a flip in midair and bring your foot over the top in a scorpion kick and hit him right in the face and take 10 points of damage off, which is enough to just floor him instantly.
I wonder where I learned to do that.
Yeah, I do as well. Going from a fumble to a critical success, you must be hacking the system.
I suckered him into it.
It's got to be something out of the Matrix. Very good. And it is his turn, but he is unconscious on the floor. He is flat out stunned. Yeah, we are now out of combat because you've knocked him out. What would you like to do?
Go to the hospital.
Let's tie him up. He's dangerous.
Time up. We need to time up, yeah.
So, watching you from the restaurant, who did I say? What did I say the name was? Arnold McDermott comes running out with some rope. He says, Here, guys, use this. We can tie him up with this. And he hands you the rope.
Right. Yep, let's do it.
Okay, no problem. So he's now tied up on the ground. Arnold McDermott says, "Whoa, that was something, wasn't it? My goodness." It looks like that Felix got what he deserved, and he laughs at Felix's head on the floor.
So you witnessed the whole thing, did you?
Yeah. Why?
Well, because you can be a witness when the police arrive here. They should be here any moment. Do we hear sirens?
Oh no, I don't want anything to do with the police. No. And he backs off and starts running back towards the restaurant.
No, you need to be our witness to help us.
He ignores you and just carries on pelting it back to the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the cleaver back on the ground.
You sure you don't want to pocket it or anything?
When the police get here, I don't want to be holding this thing.
Okay. So are you sticking around for the police to show up then?
I don't know. Are we?
That's what I'm asking, yeah.
We have to, because there's been a phone call, and now the person that made the phone call is dead.
Yeah,
and they fingered you, so Annabelle. So we probably need to sort of point out that it wasn't great, and we've tied him up and restrained him when he attacked us, and I would be in the hospital anyway with cleaver marks on me.
And our witnesses are not going to help us. Let's get in the car and get the hell out of here.
Yep.
Oh no, stay here. I mean, there was plenty of other people around that saw him come out and throw their head at people.
Yeah, there's still other people, like some of the picket people who ran off are hiding further down the street and watching. People in the restaurant are cowering behind chairs and tables. They're all starting to come out now, and now the coast is clear, like exit the restaurant hastily. Parents are running with their kids, that kind of thing. The place is starting to clear out, but there are a few people around.
If we wait an hour or two in the rain, the police will eventually come out the donut shop and.
Fred, you forget that the call that he made to the police was talking about a woman, me, that was making a scene, etc. So I don't want to be here. I really don't want to be here.
Will you wander off somewhere? Go and hide somewhere.
Are you putting me in a corner? She says.
Either stay here and stand up for womankind, or go and hide like a little girl. Your choice.
or you
get that from you, Fred.
Whilst the two of you are arguing, Wesley has come over to you, Fred, and bandaged your arm without anyone noticing, apparently. So you get one point of hit points back.
Thanks, Wes.
Annabelle, maybe you should hide in the car.
Okay. If you think so.
We can lift up the trunk, or where is it? The boot.
You want me to go in the boot now? Anything else?
If you'd like to be safe, yes.
Oh, I see. I don't want to be in the boot. And she moves towards the boot to the car. She says, I definitely don't want to go in the boot. And she goes in the boot.
Oh, she's so funny.
Where to next, friends?
All right, we're going to wait for the police or not?
I think we should. We don't want them chasing around after us, and we definitely need to go to the hospital because I need more treatment. But also, we could ask them whether we could feed them the line that was shouting about human meat being in this store. So, and we'd got a sample for them to check. So, we might get an answer to that.
Do we hear the police sirens coming?
You don't hear any sirens, no. But if you're happy to wait, after about 15-20 minutes, a single cop car pulls up in the car park, and a police officer steps out.
Oh, no.
You don't recognize him. He starts walking up to the restaurant, and then he spots you all standing around what appears to be an unconscious person on the floor. And he puts his hand on his gun and starts walking towards you. He says, "What's going on here, then?"
This guy went crazy, chopped off his manager's head in the shop, and came out here, threw it at people, started trying to attack people out here. He cut me up. Look, I've been bandaged up, but managed to knock him out.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, look at that. You need to get yourself to the hospital there, son.
I know, we've been waiting quite a long time for you to arrive.
And there's the cleaver there on the ground that he used.
Okay, make sure don't touch it. Nobody touch it. We'll be starting to get fingerprint and blood analysis done on that pronto.
One of us has to pull it out and away from him, so one of us has touched it.
It's in the pouring rain.
I know, I was just being silly. I'm not even sure if they have fingerprint analysis very well back then, but
I mean, even the blood is washed off of it by now.
yeah. So he'll look around, he'll look at the head on the floor. Say, is this the guy you're talking about, the manager?
Yeah. Well, yeah, what's left of him.
He sighs. So that's Felix, is it? All right. We received a call about a hysterical woman. You know anything about this?
Probably somebody that saw it happening and ran off screaming.
No, you misunderstand. There was a woman who was refusing to leave the premises. She was shouting and disturbing the customers. Apparently she used to work here.
There was a load of people here that used to work here that had been fired and were protesting. Might have been one of them.
Oh, protesters. They got a license, do you know?
I don't know. Don't even know you needed a license to protest. You know, freedom of speech and all that.
Right. I'm not really sure what happened here, but this is a crime scene now. I'm going to have to ask all of you to leave.
Yeah, well, I need to go to the hospital.
Yep.
Oh, can you write a note to say that this had happened and that because otherwise they're going to want to know, why I've come in here with meat cleaver marks all over me, end up calling the police. So if I got something from you to say that you were at the scene, then they probably won't waste more police time.
I'll radio back to HQ, get someone to call the hospital. They'll expect you.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
But stick around town, yeah? We're probably going to need to question you further if we uncover any untruth to what you've been saying.
No. I live here. Run barber shop.
Right, you are.
All right, everybody, let's get into the car.
Let's go.
Get in the car, and I'll drive, as usual.
Where would you like to drive to?
The hospital.
Oh, please.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So you get to the hospital, no issue. When you come inside, the receptionist who you saw earlier says, "Oh, it's you guys again. What's going on? Oh my, what happened?" When she sees Fred.
As we pull up to the lot, Annabelle gets out of the...
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess. I suppose if you have to let Annabelle out, we'll do that first.
Thank you. I was to breathe inside that thing.
I should tell my friend at the reception centre that like people are acting really strange. Well, it's getting worse because this guy that worked at the diner in town, he suddenly went crazy, chopped off somebody's head, started attacking people. Well, we struggled with him. He hit me with a meat cleaver, and I eventually managed to knock him out. But that was scary. Well, but they were shouting about human meat being used in the diner, in the burgers. Can you believe that?
Oh my gosh, how dreadful!
I know. We got a sample. Did the police call to tell that you were coming? They were supposed to. So that we need a rush on this thing to see if there is any truth to the claim.
Whoa,
that there's...
slow down there, handsome. Slow down. You've
sorry,
got to sort your arm out first. That might be infected. We'll have to amputate it if we don't get it taken care of.
Oh no!
There you go.
And then she looks at you and says, "Gotcha. Don't worry, just a bandage and some stitches will be fine. Bit of a disinfectant." And now, what were you saying about some meat? The police did call. They said someone was coming from the restaurant, had a cut on their arm.
Yeah, I have the sample right here. Here we go. Can you bring this to somebody reliable who will test it to see what type of flesh this is?
Of course, yes. If you want, I suppose our labs could test it for you. Yeah.
They need to do it quick, so that we can let the police know if it is a case of human meat. Probably want to keep it quiet. Don't want to start a panic that there's a cannibal in town and people might have been eating the meat in the diner.
Wesley will tear it in half and give them just half of the sample and retain the other half, just in case this doesn't go well.
So you just tear it in half in front of her and then put the other half in your pocket?
Mm-hmm.
She looks at you quizzically, like you're some kind of weirdo storing pocket meat for later. But then says, well, I mean, we'll do what we can, but there's no... I mean, the lab's pretty backed up as it is at the moment with blood work and, you know, that kind of thing. Urine samples.
We really think you should make this a priority. Things are happening in this town, and it's all blowing up on us. You really need to move fast on this.
Oh, well, like I said, I'll do what we can. Should you not just go to the police with this then?
Well, they sent us here. They can't test the meat. They need you to test it to see if it's...
Now, hold on. I don't believe that for a second. The police will have their own testing lab there. If they really sent you here, then I don't understand why, especially without an officer to escort you.
Oh, in a town they would, but the sheriffs are run off the feet. You know how people are going all crazy everywhere, and like there's these protests running around in the town, and the whole place is going crazy out there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need a fast talk or a charm or a persuade or something from someone. Can be any success, because again, I don't have stats on her, but yeah.
I'll try charm, I think. Yeah.
Oh, well, Wesley Frost got there first, but
look, that girl loves me. Come on.
Unfortunately, Wesley got there first, so he's the only one who gets the check. But
I don't like you anymore, Wesley. This is my woman. Don't move on her.
What can I say? I charmed her before you.
Very good. So she sort of hesitates for a moment and says, well, okay, I'll try and put a priority rush on it. And she takes the chunk of meat away to the lab. Down the corridor in what you assume to be the lab.
So can I get some medical treatment at the place to try to recover some of my hit points?
You can. It'll take an hour to do a medicine. And I guess a hospital would have fairly good medicine. So roll a D100. You're aiming to get under 80.
Oh, don't need to close the sheet.
And if you do roll under 80 for the hospital, then you will get a D3 of health back. 27, very good.
A D3.
D3.
Oh!
Nice.
Back to where I started before I got chopped up. That's good. Okay.
Meanwhile, after that 1 hour, have they come back with any test results?
I'll say so, yeah. I'll say she was able to, after your charm, it was a hard success, wasn't it? Yeah. With your hard success on your charm, she was able to convince the lab technician to run the tests while you were getting treatment. And you come back to the receptionist, and sitting at the table, she says, we got the results. It turns out it's dog meat.
Dog meat?
Yeah.
It's nearly as bad as human meat.
It's not human meat. No, it's definitely canine.
They're serving dogs at the restaurant?
Is that where you got this from? They're serving
Yeah.
dogs at Elmer's? Oh, disgusting. I used to love that place.
Right, well, that's not what we expected, but it's still quite unpleasant, isn't it?
Is your lab technician able to... Am I on mute?
No, we're hearing you loud and clear.
Is your lab technician able to differentiate between dog and wolf?
Dog and wolf. As she looks at you quizzically. What do you mean? Are they not the same thing? I don't know. I'm sure he would. He's a biotechnician. What are you inferring?
I just would like to know if it was a domestic dog or possibly a wolf.
I honestly don't know. I could go back and ask him to clarify. He said dog, not wolf, so...
Just indulge me, yeah.
Should we all check to see if she's being honest with us, with a psychology check?
Yeah.
Everyone else, psychology?
Just you, apparently, Wesley.
Why do I keep using their psychology?
Yeah, you all think well, you can't tell, but she seems to be being genuine. She seems just confused by your questions, and she's just a receptionist, so she's just been handed a report that says
to the Social Legion.
dog meat. Oh, thank you for joining. Welcome to the Special Legion. Yeah, so she said it's dog meat.
Yes, but if you could just indulge me and ask him if it could possibly be a wild animal like wolf.
She rolls her eyes and sighs, picks up the telephone, presses a button on it.
Thank you so much. You're so beautiful.
Yes, of course. And then she says, yes, that meat that you tested a while ago that turned out to be dog meat. Do you mean they want to know, is it actual dog, as in, like, what's the word, domesticated? Or is it wolf, like wild wolf meat? And there's no difference? I don't know, let me do a quick Google search.
Is that the technician's response? Let me do a quick Google search.
Yeah.
Wait for that.
I can't say. There's too much other random stuff popping up. I'm just going to say he clarifies it to be dog, definitely not wolf. So it is
Okay.
domesticated dog meat. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for checking.
No problem. I should probably get back to work now, though. I mean, you guys have distracted me for quite a while, especially you. And she winks at Fred.
What time do you get off?
Oh,
Oh, so many dirty replies pop into mind. So it's probably in about, what time is it now? It's by now. It's like I said, 3 o'clock when you're fighting the chef.
Yeah, it's about
So
5.
it's about 5. So she'll finish at the 6 o'clock shift. Let's say dinner time.
Oh, so back to our original plans. Didn't we drop my father off at the hospital?
Yes, you did. Yes, so he'll be in the
Earlier,
ward. He'll be in
so
a
we
ward
need
at some
to
point,
check that, yeah.
sleeping.
Okay, so he's sleeping soundly.
Mm-hmm.
No problems. All right, we'll just continue on. We had some other
Well,
plans.
Yeah, if you folks don't mind, I'd really like to take a minute to check up on my sister Glenda and her husband Donald, because when I called on the phone, their daughters were acting very strange. They didn't sound like they were themselves.
That's right, Wesley. You mentioned that before. You got distracted with. Yes, let's go there.
I'll say to the reception, look, it looks like I'm going to be running around with these all night. So maybe the weekend?
Okay, sounds good.
Wait, I'll pick you up. Can I get her address?
Yeah, she writes down her number and her. I guess they do an address because telephones weren't that common back then, were they? So she'll say, "Yeah, pick me up at. Should we do lunch on Saturday?
Sounds great.
Yeah, pick me up around 12 on Saturday. Here's my address." And she writes it down for you.
Okie doke. Just in case we have to be back here again and again and again.
Yeah, a bonus die on any future charm rolls I see in your horizon. Okay, very good. Actually, I should have made you roll a charm for that, shouldn't I? To see if you could have got her address.
I mean, take the one I had earlier on.
Yeah, okay, we'll take that one. Fine.
Picked it.
Fair enough, because I did forget to make you roll. But yeah, you got a hard success before. So we'll take that. Okay, very good. Okay, so just before we get... Yeah,
I am looking at her
yeah.
with an eyebrow raised.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you went there too easily, woman. But I didn't say anything.
She looks at you quizzically and then says, "It's my body. I can do what I want."
I didn't say a thing.
Yeah, but I saw your look. I know that look.
Well, that's your guilty conscience now.
No, that's
reacting
you
to-
shaming me. You
Okay.
should be the one who's ashamed.
Should I be ashamed of what? And I look at her really from top to bottom.
Of judging someone you'd barely even know.
Well, you're about to go out with someone you don't know at
Oh,
all.
let me go off and see if his sister's okay. And I'm not pushing her out the door. And I look back over my shoulder and just make the crazy notion.
Maybe she should be upstairs then.
Come on, Annabelle, it's time to go.
Why are we getting into this? This is. I was going to say it's coming up to the halfway point. Should we take it slightly early, just before getting into the middle of the next scene? If everyone's okay with that.
Yep.
Sure.
So it's 17 past. We'll say 25 minutes past. We'll resume. For everyone watching at home, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be back in about 8 minutes. See you all then. welcome back everyone to the second part of our Call of Cthulhu scenario, and some fell on stony ground. In the first part of the episode, our investigators were at Elmer's steakhouse when all hell broke loose. Elmer, seemingly chopping off the head of the new manager Felix, chased after them out of the restaurant, and they got into a fight outside where fortunately Fred was able to subdue Elmer, and then they tied him up, and he was and the police then showed up and declared the place to be a crime scene, sending Fred to the hospital, where they went and found out that the meat they had taken from the restaurant was in fact domesticated dog meat. After getting a date established with the receptionist for Fred on the weekend, the investigators have decided to head now to Glenda Ferguson's house, the sister of Wesley Frost, being played by Duane, as he received something of a distress call from her earlier that day. Was it in the morning?
That's right. I had invited them to dinner this evening.
Right. And then when you spoke to them, or when you called, you only got the girls on the phone, I seem to recall.
One of the two daughters, I'm not even sure which one, but she said they had other plans for tonight. And when I asked to speak to my sister, Glenda, the girl laughed and told me to call back later. And I did make additional phone calls, but they all went unanswered.
Okay. So we now resume play with the investigators heading towards the Ferguson's estate.
So,
All right.
so Bert is going to look at everybody and say, "What do you all have for weapons? Do you have any kind of weapon? Gun? Knife?"
No, got nothing.
All right. This is getting to be dangerous. We need to equip ourselves with a weapon. So I suggest, and this will happen since I'm driving, we are going to stop at the Moore's hardware store on the way and see if we can get like a hatchet, a knife, anything that fits your style, so that we can have something to defend ourselves with.
Oh, goodness gracious. We're going to my sister's house. You don't need to bring weapons there.
Oh, well, no. Well, we don't know what's going to happen. We never expected that to happen, a thing to happen like someone getting their head cut off at a restaurant either. Just something. You can hide it or you leave it in the car, but we all should stop to equip ourselves, I think.
I got to say, whilst I was getting hit with an hatchet, I did leave me feeling like I could have done with a better weapon than a placard I picked up off the floor.
Exactly my point.
Can we make it snappy, though? I've been waiting all day to get to my sister.
Yeah, well, it's on the way, and I'm driving, so we're doing it.
Very good. So at the moment you are at the hospital here. The Ferguson's estate is on Pine Street, just there, and the hardware store is on Bennett Street, just here. So you are, in fact, as Bert said, going straight past the hardware store. It is getting a bit late in the evening, but you do manage to get there about 10 minutes before the place closes. The clerk behind the counter says, "Oh, do make it quick. I appreciate your business, but it is getting towards closing time."
Okay. Can you point me to the direction of your wood axes and hatchets, and I'll be on my way.
Or a hunting knife if you've got those.
It's a hardware store, so I'm sure it'll have all kinds of things. Maybe not hunting equipment, but it would have knives of a certain sort. Check your character's cash flow. Make sure they have enough cash on them or daily spending to be able to buy something like an axe and a sword. Not a sword. You don't have a sword, right? No one said sword. Knife. A knife.
Your cash flow. Is it under? It's under
possession.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's off to the side. Well, My spending level is $10. I would think.
so is mine, and $40 cash.
I would think back then that an axe would probably only cost a couple of dollars at most.
It'll cost $1.95. So yeah, if
Yeah,
you
there you
do a search in the compendium for axe, the first thing that comes up is a 4-pound wood axe for $1.95.
I'll take it.
Okay, and you wanted a knife,
Large
right?
knife of some sort, yeah.
So you type in knife. There's a survival knife.
That
Which is
sounds like-
$65. Well, you're not buying that on $10.
No, I'm not buying that one. What we've got down for that's probably a modern day thing, isn't it? That one.
Yeah, probably. Survival in air quotations as well. It does have hunting knife there for $2.35. So
I'll take one of those.
yeah, that's fine. I'll allow that. When you add it to your compendium, does it have on it all the damage bonuses and things, or damage ratings and stuff? Because it doesn't seem to have that in the compendium on my screen.
I'm trying to find what was mine.
If you type in axe in the Call of Cthulhu compendium,
All right.
Is it called hunting knife?
£4.
Or is it knife hunting or something like that?
it says hunting knife. Yeah, hunting knife.
I'm not finding that. Did you find it, Duane?
Did you type just knife? KNIFE?
That's what I did. Yes.
Knife hunting. But
If you type knife, the third one down says hunting knife on my screen. If you
But
want, I can. Sorry, Duane.
It does not add the combat stats in automatically, unfortunately.
Give me a moment. I might be able to find them in the rulebook quickly.
Mine did.
Oh,
What for the axe?
It went under possession, and it also went under combat. Under weapons.
I need the index for.
I've got knife large, knife small, knife medium.
Is that all really? Oh, maybe I've got something that you don't have. But everyone should have the same thing in this. In this module, because I made the module and added you all to it.
I'll just take knife large. That's probably going to be it, isn't it?
Sure.
Do we deduct the amount from our cash?
Yes, please. Yeah. Well, actually, what's your daily spending limit?
10.
So that means you
Yeah.
can spend 10 a day without it affecting your cash.
Oh, okay.
You get like a spending limit of anything up to $10, so you're good.
okay. And yes, large knife does add the stats for combat as well.
Okay, I'm just getting to the weapons table, so if you want anything
Yeah,
more
I've got it as well.
interesting, we can edit it manually. Hand-to-hand
Annabelle,
weapons.
Annabelle, is there anything you would like to get? Annabelle? Would you like to get a knife or what?
Hello, sorry.
Mhm.
I was muted, sorry.
Would you like to get a weapon? We're all getting weapons.
Okay,
She's,
so a large knife, it gives an
not
example of
very
machete, etc. So I don't think I can allow you to run around with a machete in town. You can, however, buy a carving knife medium for $2, which will give you a 1d4 plus 2 plus damage build.
Medium carving knife.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm very happy with my parasol, which I still have with me.
You don't want anything more lethal?
I look around.
Okay.
A bit
Sorry, but
disgusting. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, I look a bit around, a bit, disgusted about all these tools of death going around. So
you've seen
no, I
two
will
people
not.
die today.
Oh, these are just gardening tools.
It's a hardware store, yeah. You're just standing there in the gardening section or something.
Yeah, don't worry about
But
it.
the guy that was chasing me just with a simple hook, wasn't he? So, yeah. I'm not gonna be armed at all. Never. Absolutely never. And then she looks at one of those screwdrivers there. So
Yeah.
I like one of those long ones, right?
Yeah.
I do need to fix some shelves in my house. Wink, 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 and she takes it.
A well-placed screwdriver could do much damage.
Huh, it doesn't have screwdriver in the compendium. That sucks.
Oh no! Sorry, I'll take something else then. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I'll see if I can find it on the in the rule book. I'm just surprised it doesn't, because a screwdriver would be a good weapon for.
Really? Common equipment.
I'll say it's the same as a small knife, like a switch, because it says small knife, small blade, switchblade, etc. So if you stab someone with a screwdriver, it's going to do the same amount of damage basically as a switchblade, kind of, maybe not as much puncture, but you can have a D4 plus damage build on that.
What did you say the medium knife should be?
1d4 plus 2 plus your damage build.
Right, so I've dragged in the medium knife, and it's completely different.
What's that?
For a start, it thinks it's a sword.
Okay, so that's immediately wrong then.
And then it's 1d6 plus 1.
Yeah, so that's probably giving you a medium sword or something.
It says knife medium.
Yeah, sword medium, rapier heavy EP is a fighting sword, 1d6 plus 1 plus DB. You won't see the DB yet. If you click on it, it'll pop up, and then the damage score will have your DB added into it.
Instead of knife medium, try medium knife in that order, because that worked for me.
Oh, look at that. You rolled max damage, Kev. Shame you don't actually use that as an attack.
Yeah, but and also the large knife came out as a brawl attack, and
sorry.
It will do, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the knife will say brawl, but it says knife large for damage, and then it's a D8 plus a D4. You shouldn't be. Yeah, that's a large knife though. You shouldn't have a large knife.
Duane, what did you say you wrote? You wrote?
I dragged in medium knife in that order with the word medium first, and it worked fine. It put in the correct stats. 1d4 plus 2 damage.
I don't know what's going on here.
I wonder if it's because Jules and I both own the
Arkham's
compendium rules.
What do you think is the Arkham thing or the core rulebook?
Well,
and this is not doing it for me. Can you drag it and drop it onto my sheet? And how do you get rid of something when it's on there?
I can do that for you.
Yeah, you go to the lock unlock and click the trash barrel to the right of the thing.
Right, okay.
But yeah, it's probably best if Jules drags it on to your sheet.
So you did medium knife, carving knife, etc. Is that right, Duane?
Correct, yes. And it worked fine, yep.
Oh, blimey, you're kitted out now, Kev.
Yeah, how do I get rid of the top two?
I'll do that for you. So you go to edit mode and then knife, medium, carving, etc. Huh, that's a good question. How do you get rid of it there?
In edit mode, you click
it's probably under possession, not under. We're on combat.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, Duane said it right. It's the lock. There you go.
Okay.
So it should be get rid of that. Yeah, they're both gone. So you've got the medium carving knife. If you click that now, you'll get a D4 plus 2 plus your damage build in the damage. So yeah, brawl because it's a knife attack, and then it says medium knife. Damage is D4 plus 2 plus your damage bonus, which is 1D4. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Cool beans. Okay. So, having purchased your equipment and got yourself geared, the clerk waves you out of the store, thankfully, and changes it to a close sign and shuts and locks up. What would you like to do now?
Now can we please go to my sister's house?
Yes, that's next stop. And I start the car up.
If we get there and they're all been murdered, this is on you.
So it's about 6:30 at this point. Oh no, I said it was 5:30, wasn't it? Because he was closing up. So yeah, you get to the Ferguson's estate about 5:45.
If we get there and they're about to be murdered, I think you'll thank me for having
All right. I just hop out of the car and run up to the front door and knocking on the door. Glenda, Donald, are you two okay? Open up.
It takes a few moments, but after 30 seconds or so of knocking, the door opens a creak and you see an eye appear in the crack, looking through. Hello, can I help you?
Does this sound like Shirley or Maxine, my nieces?
It's an adult. You can tell from the height of the...
Oh.
It looks like Glenda's eye.
Oh. Glenda, it's me, Wesley. Open up. There are strange things happening in town. We need to talk.
Oh.
And I've got friends who can help us here.
Wesley, yes, of course. Come in. And she opens the door.
All right, and I turn to the three behind me to usher them in with me.
Hello, all of you. Nice to meet you. Hello. Would you like tea and cakes?
No, Glenda, there's no time for that. How's Donald? How's Donald and the girls?
That would be lovely, thank you. Oh, okay.
Annabelle?
Yes, I said nothing.
We're not here to eat tea and cakes.
I absolutely, totally agree. And she looks very sad because she would have done with a lovely tea.
I'll rub my belly at her as well. But I'm hungry too.
Oh, I must get on with dinner. Please excuse me for a moment. And she...
No. Wait a minute.
Oh, yes.
Don't go too far.
Yeah, I was just to the kitchen.
I've been trying to reach you all day, Glenda, and one of your daughters, I don't know if it was Shirley or Maxine, she said that you're too busy to come over to my place for dinner, and that she refused to let me speak with you. She just laughed and hung up the phone.
Oh.
Told me to call back later, and I did call back later, and I can't get a hold of you. So what's happening here?
Oh, they did what now? Oh, they're such scamps sometimes, aren't they? Excuse me.
You mind if we just have a look around to see if everything looks normal here?
Oh, of course. Please excuse me. I must go and make dinner. And she starts moving towards the kitchen.
I'm going to go and follow her to the kitchen.
Oh, Wesley. Oh, no.
Let's just do a quick look around the rooms. Quick scan.
Yeah, no problem. So immediately, without any kind of roll, you can smell burning coming from the kitchen.
Oh, is your dinner burning? Is it?
Have you followed her into the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's stirring a pot, and the inside of the pot is just black, and it's just everything is burnt to a crisp.
Oh.
There's like smoke billowing out of the oven from whatever's in the oven.
Turn the oven off and say, "Oh, look, you've burnt it. We need to sort of get this cleaned up so you can cook properly."
She seems to start as you speak to her, and she looks up and says, "Oh, Wesley, hello. When did you get here?"
Glenda, we've been having a conversation for the past 10 minutes. What do you mean?
Have you seen Mittens? I'm worried sick. I haven't seen Mittens anywhere all day.
Oh, I'm going to check the oven for the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, well, ask her where her husband and daughters are.
Where's her husband, Donald? Where are your daughters, Shirley and Maxine? Come on, Glenda.
Oh,
what's
Donald?
going on?
Donald, he's at work, surely, isn't he? He must be at work, of course. He's always at work. And the girls, they're playing down by the creek. Oh, they bring such fascinating things all the time for us to look at.
What kind of things?
Oh, like frogs and crickets and butterflies and dragonflies, all kinds of animals. It's truly interesting. But excuse me, sorry, I have to fix dinner. And she goes back to stirring the burnt pot.
Oh, what smells delicious? What's in the oven?
Oh, would you like some? I've roast chicken for tonight.
Yeah, that sounds like Lowe's cat.
You're welcome to make a spot hidden if you want to inspect it.
I was going to open up the oven to check it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's make a spot hidden.
Ooh, I have the eyes of an elf.
and Bert got a fumble.
Bert got a fumble. So Bert, you open the kitchen door. You open, the oven door, and this massive cloud of black smoke billows out into your face, and you start coughing and spluttering. I'm going to say you take 1 damage from the smoke as you inhale black toxic. Makes your eyes go bloodshot. And Fred, you wave the smoke away and stand back a bit and let it billow out, and then using the oven glove, pull out the tray, and lo and behold, there seems to be a small burnt carcass on it that's just charcoal black.
Does it look cat-like?
It looks relatively bird-like, actually. From what you could tell, it probably was a chicken at some point.
Right. Okay, I'll try to tell her that she's burnt it and that she needs to start over.
Start over, yes. She carries on stirring the pot.
Annabelle, could you help? Could you help Bert there? He could use a little first aid.
I just
I
gotta
think,
open up.
I think he would love your help, Annabelle.
I don't know, you muted.
I'm running to Bert. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was having another cough attack. So
Okay, I thought you were muted still, that's all.
I'm running to Bert. Oh no! Oh, what is happening? What? Oh no! Come!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I
Breathe
can't
of fresh
breathe.
air. I'll take him to the window. I open the window, and I just take a piece of paper or a scarf or something, and I just use it as a fan to make air.
Okay, very good. Make a first aid roll.
Oh yeah. Okay. Why can't I see it?
Oh, Annabelle, you need to help me stand up straight. Put your arm around me right here. Oh yeah, right there.
Of course.
Mouth to mouth, quick.
Slow down, Manda. If I do that, you would definitely not breathe. So I cannot do that. Blocking, obviously.
Very good. You did get a success on your first aid, though, so you do get that point back, but that point of HP.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Annabelle, I feel so much better, Annabelle.
Oh, I'm so glad you do. You gave me a scare there.
You sweet thing.
Oh, and she's really blushing now.
Meanwhile, can we do a search of the rest of the house to see if we find anything unusual going on?
Yes, of course. You can, yeah, of course.
Like, so spot hidden? Or...
I'm just thinking how best to do this. Yeah, make a spot hidden roll.
I think each of us should be taking like a different room. Oh, no. Can't get anything right.
Oh, getting some close to some fumbles again here, boys and girls.
Oh, me and Fred, we don't see nothing.
Anything from Annabelle?
Oh, Annabelle
Okay,
either.
so none of you, having been there before, apart from Wesley, don't really notice anything out of the ordinary. Wesley, you hunt around and check the upstairs. Everything seems fine upstairs, but as you search around the kitchen, you notice a locked door in the corner that you believe leads down to the basement.
Oh, basement's always good.
Yeah.
Or you notice it, sorry, I should say you notice a door in the corner that you presume leads down to the basement, and you go to open it and find out that it's locked.
Glenda, I need the key to this door.
Oh, Wesley, when did you get here? Hello.
Oh.
Have you seen
Yes,
Mittens anywhere? I can't find her anywhere, and she hasn't eaten her breakfast.
I think we might find Mittens down in the basement. If you give me the key to the door, we have to unlock it.
The key, yeah, where did I leave that now? Oh, my mind hasn't been itself recently.
Have you been going to church regularly? To the midnight masses?
Church?
Yes, the Methodist church. Did you go to midnight mass?
Oh, yes, it was splendid. I remember that, yes. We went on Sunday.
Hey, one of you big fellas, I think you need to bash down that door.
Should we just have a look around, see if we can find the key first? Is it like on a key press somewhere, or like a set of hooks or anything like that?
Make spot hiddens again, since you're now looking for a key, rather than just looking around. Oh, Wesley has eyes of a fox.
Well, it's his sister's house.
He must be worried, yeah. So is that no one else trying? I guess if he's already got a success, it's fine. So you look around and you see a key, like a key hook thing on the wall, and there's a quite blatant big sort of shape or dust print or whatever of where a key was hanging, and is obviously no longer there. There are other keys to like what you assume to be the front and back door of the house, maybe a chest somewhere, but there are basically 3 keys on and there's a key missing.
Glenda, are you hiding that key?
What?
Come on.
What key? No, I'd never hide anything. It's not from you,
I'm
Wesley.
I'm gonna pat my sister down to see if I can find the key.
Oh, are we playing tickles? Make a... Oof. Well, I'm just going to say straight out, you don't find anything. No, she doesn't have anything on her.
Okay.
Maybe the kids took it.
The kids, yes. The 2 girls, they do like playing down by the creek so much.
What kind of heavy implement is lying around that somebody could use to bash the door in?
I have my wood axe I just bought.
Oh. Bash it in. Bash it in, Bert.
Oh, no, you shouldn't do that. The girls wouldn't like you going down there.
Why wouldn't they like it?
That's their playground.
Girl, in the basement.
Well, you shouldn't leave it locked, Glenda.
Leave it locked. Yes, the girls like to leave it locked. They don't like people going down into their playground.
Bash it in, Bert. Knock it down.
Oh no, the girls will be so upset. And Glenda looks terrified.
What? Why do the girls scare you?
Ah!
But you miss and chop off Fred's arm by mistake.
I'm standing well away from him. I know what he's like, a maniac.
What did you ask? Sorry, why?
Why is she so scared of her children?
Oh, the girls. They are such rapscallions, are they not?
What sort of things they do that's such rapscallion-y?
Well, they like to play tricks on people.
What kind of
They're
tricks?
at that age, you know. She goes
what
back
kind
to
of trick?
stirring the pot again, staring straight out the window.
And another chop. Failure.
you
And
are
another chop. Failure.
You are hitting the door, but it seems to be quite a thick old wooden door. It's taking you a while to get through. At the moment, you're just splintering the front of it. Every time you bang, she starts. Glenda starts and looks around.
Shall I keep chopping away?
And she sees you and says, "Oh, Wesley. Hello, Wesley. When did you get here?"
Wesley, should I keep chopping?
Keep at it. Keep at it. You're just going to give.
There we go.
Have you seen Mittens?
Finally.
I haven't seen Mittens all day, and she hasn't eaten her breakfast.
We're going to find Mittens down in the basement.
Oh no, not in the basement. The girls will be so upset. Very good. With a hard success, you manage to finally bash through at least the top panel of the door, and are able to reach through and unlatch the lock.
Has anybody got a light? Something we could use for a light source?
Look around for a torch. Is there any light switch or anything like that on the side?
The light switch. Oh, it's down in the basement at the bottom of the stairs.
You got a torch? You got a flashlight? Not a torch.
I don't think so. Nothing like that.
Lantern?
Oh, let's just go down and flick the light switch that she says is there.
There you go.
I'll go down
Be
first.
careful.
I open the door.
Be careful.
Oh, thank you, Annabelle. You're so beautiful, Annabelle.
Okay, one moment
Aw.
here, please.
Purple. She's purple now.
I just realised I closed something I needed from earlier. Or I closed something earlier than I needed even. Nope, not that. There it is. Right, okay. Yeah, so you're going downstairs, yeah? You're going down to the basement?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you descend the narrow wooden steps into the darkness of the cool basement below, and you're immediately met by a foul stench of rot, sewage, and waste before you can even find the light switch. You fumble around in the dark, feeling along the wall for a few moments as a rasping voice begins to beg you, call out to you, and say, Who's there? Quickly! You must act quickly before they return. A second later, you find the switch and flick the lights on, recoiling in horror at the scene before you. The basement is laid out like a science lab with bottles of strange coloured chemicals and bubbling liquids positioned across the surfaces. Around the walls are numerous shelves filled with dusty jars, each containing floating preserved organs and extremities that seem twisted and alien to you. A number of dissected animals are pinned in metal trays, just like the one... pinned in metal trays, strewn all over the tables. In the corner of the room is a gory, oozing pile of dissected human and animal heads, cadavers and limbs, buzzing with countless flies and maggots. On a makeshift table in the centre of the room lies another corpse. At least you assume it to be a corpse, as one of its legs and both of its arms have been sawn off, the scabby exposed stumps left dripping and fetid. You now recognise the scent in the air, the taste you can't get out of your mouth, to be that of infection. Can you all make sanity rolls for me, please, as this scene bores into your eyes? Okay, Annabelle and Bert, you managed to shake off what you're seeing. Perhaps it hasn't sunk in yet. You only suffer a point of sanity each. Fred and Wesley, I'm going to need a D6 from each of you, please.
It's the power of love.
So Fred loses 5, Wesley loses 3 sanity. I'm going to say for both of you, your automatic response is to retch uncontrollably. I know Wesley. You were sick. Yeah, Wesley was sick earlier, but he's going to just sick up even more.
Yeah, I'm aiming at him.
A D5 means you're also going to need to roll an intelligence check, Fred, to see if you can comprehend what you're seeing. You want to fail this roll.
Oh, that means I'm going to pass it. Yep, I'm just looked at my intelligence.
Yeah, you extremely understand exactly what it is that is happening here. So we'll get to that in just a moment, your insanity. So you jump in shock as the head of the corpse, or what you thought was a corpse, turns to look at you through bloody, lidless eyes. Please, it begs of you, please help me.
Wesley, is that your brother-in-law?
Donald, is that you?
Wesley, help me, please.
Oh.
So now, just before we get into anything else, the insanity for Kev, it is indefinite insanity. No, sorry, not indefinite. The other one.
Temporary.
Temporary insanity. Thank you. Which means you get a brief bout of madness. So please roll a d10 to show us how long it's going to last for. 10. Wow, you maxed that out. Good work. So it should be 10 hours for... No, that's summary play. So for combat rounds, it'll be a d10 of rounds. So that's 10 is 60 seconds. So that's a minute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for a full minute, you you are in this bout of madness. I need another d10 from you, please.
Except we're not in a combat round. Yeah.
I need page. Where's the page thing? Okay, never mind. I'll just find it. 157. Bout of madness. You got a 1 Amnesia. The investigator has no memory of events that have taken place since they were last in a place of safety. For example, it seems to them that one moment they are eating breakfast and the next they are facing a monster, which lasts for 1d10 rounds. So for a minute, you have absolutely no recollection of how you got here, Fred. 1 minute you were in your flat or your house having breakfast, about to go to a prayer group, and then suddenly you're standing at the foot of these stairs in this grotesque science lab, surrounded by the prayer group, and no idea of how you got there.
Where am I? What's going on? Who did that? What have you been doing? Oh no, you're insane! And I stumble and run away.
Snap out of it, Fred.
I'm running, trying to get away from these crazy people that chopped that person up.
Control yourself.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to. We're not in combat, so yeah, if you want to, you're welcome to turn and run straight up the stairs.
Yep, I'm running from the people that chopped that man up.
And then 1 minute passes, and he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, basically, I guess that'll happen.
I get back down here.
So what do you, in that minute that he's gone, is everyone just standing there? What's everyone doing? I will put you on the... can everyone see the map, by the way, that we've just moved you onto?
Mm-hmm.
I will move your tokens on so you can move around.
Yep.
I'm going to turn to Wesley and say, you better check on call the girls in from outside.
Well, I've been trying to figure out if I know this guy or any of these corpses down here. Do I recognize any of them as part of the Ferguson family?
You're welcome to move over to the body and make a spot hidden to try and identify who it is, or you can talk to them. I mean, he's still conscious.
Donald, is that you? What happened?
Yeah, it's me, Wesley. The girls, they've gone mad. That's luckily not not a fumble.
It doesn't look like you, Donald. I never would have recognized you.
Are you taking the piss? What do you mean it doesn't look like me? I've had my fucking arms cut off. They've cut my eyelids off. I can't blink.
Shirley and Maxine did this. Why would they do such a thing?
They've developed this obscene habit. They've started dissecting things, and they must have decided on me at some point. I've actually got some art for you guys.
All we want to see.
It's not too bad. It's quite funny, actually. Although I'm not sure why. Well, yeah, but it's not quite accurate.
That was before the attack.
Yeah, well, it also has the mother in the background with the cleaver looking sinister when she doesn't really have anything to do with this. So.
Donald, what should we do? Where's Shirley and Maxine? We have to stop them from hurting anybody else.
They must be down. They're always by the river looking for new creatures to dissect. Please, you must help me.
What can we do, Donald?
I think take him
you're beyond help.
Take him to the hospital.
No, not that. I mean, help me end myself. Please, you must end my suffering.
Oh, Donald, I can't do that to Glenda. She'd never forgive me.
But you can't leave me like this. I've been here for days. I don't even know how long. Oh, the pain. And you see an IV. Like there's an IV next to him feeding into his veins, presumably antibiotics, painkillers, I don't know, whatever else that would be required, fluids.
Are you sure about this, Donald? Absolutely sure?
Please, the agony, you must help me end this.
Annabelle, could you go upstairs for a pillow? Get us a pillow? That might be the best way.
Annabelle's different.
He looks at you, right, with a very daring look. Why me? There are 4 people here, but you asked the woman to do this.
3 people.
Well,
Kev, are you back yet, or is it still you still at the top?
I don't know. Has it been a minute yet? What?
Yeah,
Minutes plus
I'll say it's been a
back.
minute. So yeah, your amnesia. You snap out of your amnesia, and
well, Annabelle, I asked Bert to bash in the door, and you didn't complain that I asked a man and not a woman. So now why are you complaining that I'm asking a woman and not a man?
I
Hey.
did tell him to be careful.
Hey, Fred, go grab a pillow.
Because Annabelle is not moving. She has both her hands on her hips, daring you to go ahead with this slavery tragedy.
I'll put my slave manacles on and I'll go up and get them pillow.
Okay. Oh, are you down in the basement again now?
I've heard him
Well, you
shouting
were.
yes. Back in.
Okay, so you grab a pillow and head down into the basement. Is that what you mean? Yeah. Okay, I'll put your character on then. Fred Shenck. So Fred Shenck comes down the stairs with a pillow.
Well, I'm Donald's brother-in-law, so I suppose I'm the one who should do this. Donald, one more check here. Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready to pass to the other side?
Never been more sure of anything. Thank you.
So as we look at him, are we certain like he could never be
salvaged?
Yeah, make a first aid. Well, no, make a medicine roll. It wouldn't be first aid because you're not trying to heal him. You're just checking over him. Oh wow, you've only got a medicine of 1. Okay. Anyone else like to try?
Okay. Need the right sheet here. No, that's not it. That's Discord. I don't want Discord.
No one has any medicine, huh? I guess it makes sense because medicine is like proper knowledge, whereas first aid is just basic first aid. So.
I have.
Oh, were you hoping for that one there, Kev?
Yeah.
Annabelle, anything from you? Or are you still too indignant at Wesley's outrageous request?
So, I don't understand why you're making this so complicated. Annabelle takes her screwdriver and goes in and puts it between his eyes.
Oh.
Oh, what? Actually kill him, or you hold it between his eyes?
No, just stab him with the screwdriver.
Oh, in cold blood, ruthless cold blood. Okay. I'm going to need the rest of you to make sanity rolls on that for definite.
Sorry.
At least Wesley was going to give.
You need a woman. You need a woman to make a job to do a men's job. Right, fantastic.
So Wesley and Fred, you only lose 1 point of sanity, but I'm going to need you to roll a d4 for me, please.
Oh, sorry, but
you just were not expecting this ruthlessness. You thought maybe you're just going to talk about it and try and work things out. Plus, you were waiting for the pillow to come down and do this quite humanely. And Annabelle just strides forward confidently and rams the screwdriver between his eyes, killing him instantly. You suffer 2 points of sanity loss. And please roll a d12 for me for your involuntary sanity action. Oh, it's actually just a d10, but yeah, that's fine. 9 is fine. It's my mistake. It's my mistake, but 9 works, so that's fine. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm looking at the mythos terms. That's why. Dumbass. Yeah, okay. So it was 12. And 9 is... You burst into tears, but...
Oh, no.
For some reason, you just immediately... Maybe the day's been too long for you, even though... Or maybe you were friends with... is it Donald? Donald, yeah, maybe you were actually good friends with Donald and you can't deal with this anymore. You just burst into tears and start crying at this loss.
Oh, Annabelle, what did you do, Annabelle? I can't take this. And here I was starting to get a crush on you, and I was going to ask you out to dinner tonight, but I guess that's not going to happen now. Oh, Annabelle.
I'm so sorry, but
you should have let Wesley handle this. He was going to do it humanely with a pillow and suffocate him. How could you do that?
Not to mention, I'm a member of the family, and it should have been done by a family member.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, Annabelle. Go to your room.
Annabelle looks at Wesley and says, right, but if it takes you hours and hours to decide how to end his life, the poor thing was begging you, clearly suffering. I don't like to see animals suffering. So why should I leave a human suffering? And we have dinner right here. Ready. There you go.
What?
And she goes out the door, slamming it behind her.
As I'm going to say, before, as you're talking amongst each other, you hear footfalls coming down the stairs behind you. A pair of footfalls, and lo and behold, behind you enter the two girls. If I could find their tokens. I'm going to have to do 2 tokens and then erase one of the names.
And I'm just going to tell everybody, the girls are twins, by the way, so it's not like one is older, and they're the same age. Girls, you've been naughty girls.
Well, 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 what have we here? They say in unison. We've been naughty. How about you? Breaking in entry is a felony.
Now, you know your Uncle Wesley visits when he has open invitation to visit your home, and you laughed at me on the phone, and you it seemed like something was wrong. It looks like you've been doing some naughty things, so you should probably empty your pockets of all the bad, sharp things that you have in there, and let us take you to the hospital.
They laugh at you. What did you say at the start? You said something. Oh, an open invite. She said, "Oh, we've got an invite to open you." And she steps forward, brandishing. One of them's got a cleaver in one hand and a chopping knife in the other, and the other one has a screwdriver in one hand and a saw, not a bone saw, that's medical, a hacksaw in the other, and they're both the hacksaw's bloodied, and yeah, we're going to go into initiative.
All right. Now these are they're not particularly old, right? How old are they?
I will check for you in just a moment, but you're right, they're not that old at all. They're kind of like 7, I think, 7 or 8.
Oh wow, yeah.
Fairly young.
So I say to the others, don't murder my nieces. They're under some kind of influence. You should not kill them.
I'll take that under due consideration.
Doesn't actually give... Oh, 12, sorry. My mistake. They're both 12. So they're still youngish, but nowhere near as young as I thought they were. And dexterity. I'll just take both their turns on turn 50, rather than doing 2 turn orders for them. Okay, everyone rolled? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so Annabelle, you get to go first. What would you like to do?
I can't say what I would like to do because it's a bit... Okay, I'm gonna do it. Presumably I left the parasol upstairs. It wouldn't make any sense to take it down here. PT. I take the screwdriver from the poor deceased head, and I throw it at one of the 2 girls.
Okay. They're just going to stand there. They're not going to do anything. I don't think they'll be in range of you to do a fight back because you're at the end of the table, aren't you? And they've just slept through the door.
Yeah.
So, yeah, please make a throw roll. And they're just going to stand there and take whatever happens because they're not going to dive for cover because they'll waste their turn.
Boing. There you go. No.
So it misses
Clang.
and clatters underneath the stairs behind them somewhere in the darkness. I know we're in again this small chamber. You're welcome to move around, but I'm going to say everyone's within range of everyone, and not like everyone's within movement and then attack range of each other within this room. So there's not too much point in moving around at this moment for battle. So that is basically your turn, Fred. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna stab the nearest one as hard as I can.
Okay. That would be Shirley Ferguson, the one wielding the cleaver and kitchen knife. So she's going to try and fight back as you stab at her. With her Where's her brawl? Yeah. So please make your attack. Oh, you did. Okay. She will fight back with a brawl, and she will fail by. How does she have -1 damage?
She's little.
Yeah, obviously, that must be it. Her damage bonus is -2 rather than a D4 or whatever. What is that right? That can't be right.
Yeah, got to be -2. She's rubbish.
To be
I'm
fair,
sticking with that.
yeah, her build is -2 as well, obviously because she's a child.
Yeah, there you go.
But I didn't realize you could actually get negative damage in Call of Cthulhu. I thought it would just be 0, you know? But we'll just say it's 0 because she's not going to be adding health to you, is she, by swinging at you? So they have to score pretty high to be able to actually hurt you. But yeah, she just misses. It gleams past your face an inch away, and you manage to dodge it. Okay.
Damn it, Fred! I told you not to attack my daughter that way. I'm sorry, my niece. They're just 12-year-old girls.
It explains inbreeding. That's insanity. That's why it's coming about.
What? Inbreeding? What are you talking about, you old fool? He just loves me like a daughter, says Shirley, and she's going to stab at you.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'll fight back.
Yeah, because you know the stats now. That's why.
No, I'm going to fight back anyway.
Okay, but she only gets a 78 and misses. Ooh, very good. You get a hard success and do 5 points of damage to her. So, why am I... Oh, because I'm on that. That's why.
Click for that, don't I?
Say again?
I get a thing for that.
Yeah, make sure you check off your brawl. Oh, it's doing the double health thing.
Good God, Fred, she's just a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, that chops people up, you loony!
Sorry, I'm just changing the hit points to none on both of them, both of the settings.
The one shot, I'm pleased with that.
That is a good knife. That is a damn sharp knife, sir. Okay, and then the other one is going to say, "Don't you hurt my sister!" She's going to step forward and also take a swing at you with a hacksaw. She will get a bonus die because you are now outnumbered. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'll fight back.
Okay, so she fails, and the bonus is a 58, so she misses. Unfortunately, you miss as well. Wesley, what would you like to do?
I'm going to attack Fred.
Oh, for frick's sake.
He was warned.
Okay, how would you like to attack Fred?
With my medium knife.
Oh, okay, wow, swinging the knife. Okay, Fred, Wesley is coming at you with his knife. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I will fight back.
Oh,
The entire family's obviously in on it.
Yeah.
Did I get a bonus die?
You do, yeah, because he's outnumbered. You get a bonus die on your attack. So that was a 41 out of 45, so that hits. Unfortunately, you do only do 1 point of damage. No, that can't be right.
Where was mine?
Yours was a failure. You got 38 out of 35.
Can't spend 3 points of luck to hit him.
That would make things very complicated. You can spend luck during combat. So
Looks like
yeah, sorry.
So it rolled the 1, but then it didn't add the +2 that it's supposed to have.
Yeah, and then there's also a plus after the equal sign for some reason. Before the equal sign. So it seems to be doing something funny there and not getting the numbers, but it would have been 3 damage, right?
Correct, yeah.
But then as Kev points out, he wants to spend 3 points of luck to get a success as well, which means it's a draw. Which means on a draw, the defender...
The attacker wins.
Oh, no, the attacker wins. On a fight back, isn't it? It's on a dodge that the defender wins.
Is it? Oh, I won't bother then.
So you won't spend the luck. Okay, yeah.
If you got a draw, then it's a...
That's correct, yeah. So if it's a draw on a fight back, the attacker wins. If it's a draw on a dodge, the defender wins. So in this instance, regardless of what you do, unless you want to turn it into a hard success...
That's a lot of luck, though, isn't it?
It would be 17, so you'd need 21 points of luck to turn it into a hard success. I'm assuming you're not doing that, so yeah, that's 3 points of damage to you then.
Yeah, taking that.
Okay, thank you. So Wesley comes over, and as you go to swing at the daughter, stabs you in the shoulder with his... What did you have, a kitchen knife again? Or a carving knife?
Carving knife. Yep.
Yeah, stabs you in the shoulder with a carving knife. But chaos has erupted in the basement. What would you like to do?
Have I finished crying?
Yes, you finished crying. It was just a momentary relapse.
Whatever one is closest to me, I would like to attack her with the handle end of my wood axe.
Okay, so that would be Shirley. She has been attacked once this round already, so you will get a bonus die on this. And
So
I guess
would
since you're using the... Sorry, yeah?
I was going to say, since it's the handle, I would probably use the large club stats.
Well, you will brawl either way. What I'm about to say is because you're doing it non-lethally, I'm assuming you're just trying to knock her out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, are you doing it lethally or not? And you said you're using the blunt end, so I'm assuming instead of trying to decapitate her, you're just trying to knock her out.
Actually, how about if I aim toward her hand and knock the weapon out of her hand?
That would be a maneuver. You're welcome to try that, but that would mean different things. It's up to you which one you want to try.
Yeah, a maneuver.
Okay, so what's your build? Is it 0, isn't it?
No, I have a 1.
You have a 1, so she has a build of -2, which means you'd get 3 bonus die on the attack. The maximum is 2, so that drops the difficulty of the success and 2 bonus die. So you basically just need any kind of success, and you get 2 bonus die on this. And she is going to attempt to fight back on it.
And this is a skill?
A brawl, yeah. Just a brawl with 2 bonus die and any kind of skill, any kind of success to succeed. So that's the brawl and another bonus die. That makes it 37. And try one more bonus die. 27. Very good. So you succeed. She now gets a fight back. If she gets a hard success, then she's going to damage you. She does get a hard success. So unlucky, even with all your advantages, she manages to dodge to one side and she gets max damage on her weapon, which means you actually do end up taking a point of damage.
Ow!
So she stabs you. She stabs you with a screwdriver in the hand as you try and knock her hand.
Hey, you little brat!
What are you doing? Get away from my weapons or my equipment. These are used for dissecting animals.
Do I get to check with the brawler or not? Because third time.
With the what? Sorry.
The brawl. Do I get to check it off or not?
No, because you used a bonus die.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Annabelle, your turn.
Is there anything throwable around me?
Throwable, yeah, all kinds of stuff. You got human limbs on the floor, jars, jars of bubbling liquid. Yeah.
I'd take one of his arms and I throw it at them.
You're going to throw a severed arm. Okay, I'm going to need you to make a sanity roll first as you pick up this severed human arm.
Yeah. Okay.
And aim to throw it. Going from washing dishes, you're absolutely fine though. It doesn't cost you anything. You just like whatever. I've dealt with human limbs before. This is no problem. Please make a throw.
Head.
Please make a throw roll.
No.
No, unfortunately you missed. The limb just flies off in the direction that the screwdriver went in as well. Fred.
I'm collecting things in that corner, yeah.
Fred, your turn.
The girl that I stabbed before.
Yeah.
She's getting stabbed again.
Okay, it is a new round, so this will just be a normal attack.
I'm not going to do that then.
Yeah.
I'm going to run away. I'm going to run up the stairs.
Fine. There's no attacks of opportunity. Of Call of Cthulhu, you're welcome to disengage and run whenever you want. So, yeah, you run your full distance, which would be basically up into the kitchen.
Right.
Well, I'll just get your token off for the moment because. Oh no! Damn it! That deletes you from the turn order, doesn't it? Okay, I'll move you back on. Sorry, my bad. Fred Shenck, there you are.
See that, girls? Uncle Wesley scared the bad man away, and now you can put your weapons down.
Can you just?
It will buy you some ice cream.
Kev, can you just re-roll to dexterity, please?
Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks.
think it's that one.
Yeah, thank you. I'll just put it in the right order. And then it is now Maxine and Shirley's turn. And they say, "Tuh, ice cream, we don't eat that crap anymore." And Fred's run away, so they've got 3 targets. I'm just going to roll a d3. And we'll do it in bottom order. So Wesley is 1, Annabelle is 2, and Bert is 3. 3. Bert, they're coming at you. They obviously don't like the fact that you just tried to disarm them. So Shirley and Maxine both step forward, swinging their weapons at you.
Okay.
The first attack, would you like to fight or dodge back? Would you like to dodge or fight back?
In this case, I'll dodge.
Okay, first attack incoming. Gets a hard success, but no damage on it. So you're welcome to roll your dodge. You have to get a hard success or greater. Well, a regular success. So they do beat you, but luckily the damage, it's such a weak stab that it just doesn't, it deflects off your clothes. Doesn't puncture the skin or anything, and you're left unscathed. And then the second one, Maxine, goes to stab you as well. Because you're outnumbered, she'll get a bonus die. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
Dodge.
Okay, incoming attack with a bonus die. She gets a hard success again with -1 damage. Fucking brilliant. That was just her bonus die to see if she could turn into a crit to try and get max damage, but she couldn't. So she gets a hard success. You get a failure, which means again she hits you, but it does negative. It doesn't do any damage. It deflects off your clothing, and you're fine.
Okay.
And that
Come on, girls. You know you can't hurt us. You're too small and weak. Put those weapons down and let's talk about this.
Maxine stamps her foot. I'm not weak.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pummel her with the butt end of my carving knife to knock her out.
Very good. She's going to try and fight back.
Do I get a bonus die?
She hasn't been attacked yet, so no.
Oh.
Because Fred ran away, and Annabelle threw something, and then it was their turn. Still, you got a success. Very good. She's going to fight back. Fails with her brawl, so you do hit her in the head with the butt of the carving knife. Unfortunately, you only do 1 damage to her, though. Did you say Shirley or Maxine? It was Maxine, wasn't it?
Maxine, right?
Yeah, she goes,
no,
ow!
Of course, it misrolled the damage again. It
did
would
it?
have been 3. But...
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
And I've checked the stats. They are entered correctly. I don't know why Roll20 is character sheet can't handle this, do the math correctly. But
it's doing something funny, isn't it? 'Cause it's saying D4 plus 2 plus...
Apparently, any weapon that has a plus on it, it's going to work this. It's going to fail this way, I believe.
Oh, really? Okay.
And if anybody out there from Chaosium or Roll20 is listening, please fix your character sheet. We pay good money for these things, and if something like a basic damage roll doesn't work, that's very disappointing.
And the bonus die as well. The bonus penalty dies aren't rolling either. So, sorry to nitpick, and I don't intend to pile on and have a go. But as Duane pointed out, we pay for this, and it shouldn't be that hard to fix, as far as I can tell. It should be quite a simple, just change of digits. So yeah, if you could get on that, we'd all greatly appreciate it. So yeah.
So the effect of my 3 points of pummeling damage on her?
Yeah, unfortunately it's not quite enough for... Oh, I forgot to check major wounds. Oh no, they don't get major wounds, do they? NPCs and monsters don't get major wounds or anything. So yeah, you bop her on the head. She goes, ow! Stop it, uncle, that's not fair.
I promised you ice cream. It's either bump on the head or ice cream, your choice.
Very good. Bert, back to you.
I'm going to try the same thing.
What, disarm them?
Disarm them with the... Yeah.
Okay, which one would you like to try and disarm, Shirley or Maxine?
Whoever's closest to me.
They're both kind of ganging up on you at the moment, although Wesley has just bopped one of them on the head, Maxine on the head, so...
try to disable Maxine then.
Okay. So again, you'll basically get an infinite number of bonus die on this. So you're just looking for any success with 2 bonus die, and she's going to fight back on the brawl.
Okay. This is a brawl roll.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Success. That's good. You're welcome to try and turn it into a better success. You're looking for basically a 10.
Yeah.
Any kind of 10 or 0. You get 1 more bonus die. There it is, 10. Very good. So your roll is actually an 11 out of 35, which makes it a hard success. So she's fighting back. She needs a hard success or greater in order to inflict any damage on you. She fails. So it was Maxine you said you were attacking, right?
Yes.
So you have succeeded in knocking the weapons out of her hands. She is now disarmed.
Okay,
just need to find something to... Yeah, we'll do that. Oh my god, what are you doing? Get off my implements!
Now someone tie them up now.
Well, you've only disarmed one of them. Shirley still has her weapons. Well, her
tie her up.
Implements, as she said. Annabelle, your turn.
Good work, Bert. Now if only we could get Fred to cooperate.
I go to the girl, and I get hold of her, the disarmed one.
Okay. So you're restraining her. You're trying to like hold her down or something?
Yeah.
Okay. So your build is... What's your build? Should be under combat.
-1.
Okay, so her build is -2. That means you get 1 bonus die on her. So she is going to try and fight back. She doesn't have any weapons, but she's going to try and fight back with her fists. So you need... you get a brawl attack with a bonus die, and she is fighting back.
Okay.
Well, that's a fumble. That's a fumble, I'm afraid. Even with the bonus die, fumble is a fumble.
Yeah, of course it is, isn't it?
I believe, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, great.
So she fails, but because you got a fumble, I'm going to say she succeeds, and she punches you on the nose for 1 point of damage.
Okay.
As you lean down to grab her arm, she just bops you in the face. Get away from me, nasty old woman!
I'm so gonna slap her now.
Fred, you're up in the kitchen. Glenda is stirring the pot. Oh, hi, Fred. When did you get here?
Oh, not too long ago.
Anywhere?
No, not seen Mittens unless he's one of the dissected creatures downstairs that your insane daughters are experimenting along with your husband.
She laughs. Oh, they are such rapscallions, aren't they?
Yeah, that's a description. Oh, family's insane.
What would you like to do?
Anything I can throw down there to set the building on fire.
Probably. You're in a kitchen, so cooking oil.
No, I'm just going to stay up there in case that crazy man that attacked me comes up and I have to stab him.
Okay, so you're just holding your ground kind of thing.
Yeah.
No worries. Maxine Ferguson and Shirley Ferguson. Max will spend her turn rearming herself, so she just runs and picks up the stuff that you knocked out of her hands. And Shirley will attack one of you 3. Again, I'll randomize it.
Isn't one of them unconscious?
No, not yet. One of them got bopped on the head and disarmed, and the other one wasn't touched. The one that you stabbed is still on a couple of hit points. So 2 is Annabelle. So Shirley doesn't like the fact that you tried to restrain her sister. She says, "You nasty old woman, I'm going to teach you," and comes and attacks you with her hacksaw. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
Fight back.
Okay, here comes the brawl. She fails with a 93, and you'll fight back. You fail as well, unfortunately, so you both miss each other.
Okay.
Wesley.
Oh, wow. I think I'm going to try to. The one closer to me here is which one?
Maxine.
Maxine. I've already hurt her. She can't be looking too healthy, right?
That was the one you bopped on the head. Yeah, she's got a cut
Where?
running down her temple from where you bopped. Blood running down her temple from a cut on her head where you bopped her. And she does have her weapons back now, though.
Yeah, I'm going to try to knock her out with the butt end of the medium knife.
Mm-hmm. Okay, she will fight back. You will get a... Oh no, no one else has attacked her this round, have they? Because Annabelle tried to restrain her. Fred didn't do anything, and then it was their turn. So yeah, you don't get a bonus die, unfortunately. So that's a straight miss. She's going to fight back with her her own cleaver. 62 mirroring your attack. They both miss. We now get to Bert again.
Hey guys, when you disarm somebody and their weapon falls to the ground, you need to pick it up. Just don't leave it there, Jesus. And whoever's closest to me, is it still Maxine?
They're both next to you. They're both fighting. They've got their backs turned to you. One of them's facing Wesley, and Shirley, who's next to you, is facing Annabelle.
I'm going to try. This time I'm going to try to disable him by whacking him in the knee with the blunt end of the axe.
Okay, no problem. So I guess...
Try to kneecap him.
Yeah, so which one are you going for, Shirley or Maxine?
Maxine.
Okay, going for Maxine. Again, maneuver, infinite number of fighting, bonus die, so you just need a regular success with two bonus die, because that's the maximum bonus die you can get. And she will try and fight back. So please make a brawl. That's 1, and you get 2 bonus die. Extreme success, very good. She needs an extreme success or higher in order to beat you out. And she fails, so that was Maxine. You would do extreme damage, but you said you were trying to disable her, so instead of chopping her leg off, which is what would happen if you'd used the sharp end of the axe, you just knock her legs out from underneath her, and she just hits the deck and thwacks her head on the floor and goes dark.
Can I grab her weapon away from her?
That's your turn, unfortunately. You use your action to do that. But her cleaver and knife, kitchen knife, scatter away across the floor somewhere. Annabelle.
Okay, please, someone grab those weapons.
Annabelle, your turn.
I would very much like to slap her, as I said, but I'll do what Bert said, so I'll grab the weapon.
Okay, thank you very much. You spend a turn grabbing the weapons. Shirley says, "What did you do to Maxine? Get off her instruments. We'll teach you a lesson." Fred.
On top of the stairs going, they're insane, the entire family.
Okay. Shirley's turn. She didn't like the fact that Bert, you just crippled her sister, basically. Annabelle didn't do her any harm, ran off and collected the weapons, although she's picked up the instruments. Shirley's going to go for you, Bert. So would you like to dodge or fight back?
Dodge.
Okay, incoming attack. An extreme success. You're going to need a extreme success or higher in order to beat her out.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Well, you never know. So extreme damage is max damage, isn't it?
But that's critical, you said, wasn't it?
Well, it's critical and extreme. Critical is max damage plus max damage bonus plus a benefit beyond just the success for being a critical. Extreme success means you get max damage plus max damage bonus. At the moment, the reason why it's only 1 is because her damage bonus is -2, but that obviously doesn't make any sense in this instance. So max damage would be a D3. So she does 3 points of damage to you, Bert.
Okay.
So she swings her hacksaw and it hits you in the knee. She says, "How do you like it, meanie?" And takes off 3 points of damage from you.
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, your turn.
Okay, and so this is Shirley who's still up?
Yeah, Maxine's down. Shirley's still up.
All right. I'm going to try to, incapacitate Shirley the same way that Maxine was dealt with.
No worries. Swinging for the legs. What's your build?
0.
0. So that means you get 2 bonus die. She's going to try and fight back.
Oh, I should have done just a regular brawl, right? Should I re-roll that?
That's okay. We'll just take the brawl.
Okay.
So it's still the same number, isn't it? So you're still trying to beat a 45 either way. Very good. So you get with that, you get a regular success. She's going to fight back. She needs a, what's it called?
Hard success.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Thank you. Hard success or higher in order to beat you out. And she fails. So you do inflict 1 point of damage on her, hitting her in the knee. She staggers for a moment, but just manages to catch herself on the table and stand upright again. She says, "You're going to pay for that. You're supposed to be my uncle. Hitting me all the time and my sister." She called child services.
I'm an uncle who gives out tough love for naughty little nieces.
Naughty.
Very good. Bert, it's your turn.
So it's Shirley. I'm going to grab Shirley by the back of the neck and bang her head against the cement wall.
Oh my, jeez, this is vicious.
Not hard.
Don't do it.
Not to kill, just to knock her out.
It's still pretty vicious, but yeah, no problem.
Not to kill, just to knock her out.
Again, because you got a build of 1 and she's got a build of -2, you need any kind of success and 2 bonus die. And she's going to try and fight back. As you grab her by the back of the head, she starts flailing wildly, and the hacksaw and screwdriver starts swinging around wildly. So that is a regular success for 2 points of damage. Very good. She needs a hard success or higher in order to beat you out. She only gets a regular success, so you do succeed in bashing her head against the wall. With a loud, sickening thud, she goes limp in your hands and stops squirming.
Not to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Good work there, Bert. If only Fred had listened to me the way you did.
Oh, I'm sorry I had to hurt her, but
Oh, I understand.
I've disabled both of them.
Good work. Let's
Thank
tie
you.
them up.
Yes.
Very good. So yeah, you're able to find restraints, plenty of restraints down here, rope and whatnot to tie up their feet and legs. They are both still. Oh no, Shirley is unconscious after you bashed her head against the wall, but Maxine is still conscious but squirming against the ropes, as her knee's looking pretty bad.
Let's gag her. And, well, another trip to the hospital, it looks like. Bring these girls in.
No, to the police station. They're murderers.
Oh, they're just minors.
They're under the influence of something. Do you think normal little 12-year-old girls would be dissecting their father like this?
Insane ones like these ones, yeah.
Well, either way, they belong in the hospital, not the police station. Let the doctors decide what to do with them. I'm sure they have a psychologist on staff also.
The police aren't going to lock up 12-year-old girls. Fred, you know that.
Why not? They shoot people dead that are tied up on the floor.
Valid point. All the more reason to take them to the hospital.
I'd say it's more reason to take them to the police station.
There's no sanitarium in town, is there?
I believe not. Let me just move us onto the map again, but I don't think there is.
No, the doctors would have.
Yeah, I'll just check.
They need medical attention anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no sanitarium or anything. There's just a Stowell hospital that you visited before. But obviously, you're not too far from Buttonwood or Bedford or Bakersville, and one of them would probably have a bigger clinic or facility that would be required.
So a lot of the hospitals would have had like a psych ward.
Yeah, exactly.
they'll have the
Well,
ability to restrain them in the bed.
well, my brother-in-law Donald is dead. The two girls are restrained, and my sister Glenda is out to lunch. There isn't really any hope for her, so let's just take the girls to the hospital and leave Glenda here. She's looks like she's not going to harm herself or anybody else.
She's gonna just look at what she's doing. She needs help just much like.
Well, if there's room in the car for all three of them and four of us, then let's do it.
You hear a call from upstairs. Dinner's ready.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're going to take it to the hospital cafeteria, Glenda. You're coming for a ride with us.
Oh, I do love good rides. Sorry, that came out weird. I meant that genuinely. Okay, so you all heading to the hospital?
Yes.
No one's going to rescue Mittens? No?
Who?
Mittens. Mittens has already been dissected, right?
Yeah, by the looks of things. Not going to put Mittens to rest. Poor Mittens just left down there. Okay, no worries, just checking. So, yeah, you head to the hospital. Your car is what, like a 4-seater maybe at this point? So you're able to stuff the girls in the boot.
I would hope so.
Yeah, so you've got the girls tied up. You put the unconscious one tied up in the boot. The other one's squirming.
No, but at some time today, I need to get this car back to my boss's lot before he discovers that I took it.
You've also got to stop hiding women in the trunk, otherwise something bad's going to happen.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, so you're able to stow them in the trunk and you drive back to the hospital. As you walk in...
Should I do drive auto?
Do what, sorry? Drive auto.
Drive
I
auto.
see. No, you're not under any duress. So as long as you're not a complete maniac behind the wheel, you should be safe enough to drive, 2 blocks to the hospital? I mean, do you need to drive auto? You tell me.
Okay.
Maybe
No.
maybe your nerves are getting to you and you're feeling a bit shaky. Would you like to do a drive auto? There could be dire consequences if you fumble.
No, thanks.
I thought not. Yeah, so you drive and park up outside the front of the hospital.
Okay, so let's bring them in and tell the hospital that the two girls have both psychological trauma and they could be dangerous.
There's no could be about it. They're framing loonies trying to kill everybody.
Okay. I've just noticed it's 10 to 10. Rather than starting a new scene, is everyone happy if we just end things with you driving to the hospital? And we'll pick up there next session if we just want to do the investigative development phase now? Or did you want to do a quick admittance to the hospital and then end things after that?
I vote for next week for that.
Yeah, because I'm not sure how long the scene's going to take and obviously don't want to stop it halfway.
Sure.
Okay, so you drive to the hospital, park up outside, and we will end things there for now, guys. We're just going to spend the last 10 minutes doing our investigative development phase, seeing if anyone has improved any skills or abilities during this session. Duane, would you like to take us off first again?
Sure. Okay, so we'll start with charm. I need to beat a 49, and I did not. First aid, I need to beat a 30, and I did. And a 1d10. Ooh, 10 points to first aid. That could be useful.
Very good, yeah.
And spot hidden, I need to beat a 51, and just made it. 10 points to spot hidden.
Wow.
Brawl, I need to beat a 40, 45. No, I guess that's the same skill regardless of it's a maneuver or whether you succeeded on a knife attack.
Yeah, that's correct. Any kind of brawl is a brawl, so...
Yeah. Okay, so I did beat it, and 7 points to brawl.
Nice, very good.
That's it for me.
There's some good improvements there.
Yeah.
Very nice. Annabelle, Elena, would you like to roll yours?
Yeah, I only have 2. First aid, so let's try to beat this 30. I don't. And spot hidden, I don't. And I don't have anything else because I kept throwing things at the wall rather than at the people.
Oh dear.
How about your screwdriver attack?
What, when you killed?
Oh, I don't.
When you
You
killed?
made me roll for that.
Killed. Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't a roll because it wasn't really a. It was just a still object. I'm feeling generous though. I'll give you a screwdriver. I'll give you a brawl attack on that.
Okay.
Since it was such
Okay.
a clean, precise kill that you've obviously done before, I'll say
Yeah,
I'll give you a chance.
I was being sarcastic, but go ahead.
I'm being generous.
Yeah, be more sarcastic.
Yeah, she'll come for you. She'll come for you, but you know it.
I'm not going out to dinner with you tonight.
Yeah, Annabelle, you might end up in the
thank
trunk
you for that.
again.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good. You got another 7. Excellent. Okay, Bert, take it away.
Yeah, I have dodge. So, okay. What do we roll? I forget. I'm sorry.
That's right. D10. Yeah,
D10. All right.
Nice. Very good. That'll help. That'll come in handy.
Listen. Oh.
Beat it out by 1. Very good.
I'm sorry.
1 D10, you cheeky. Oh, that's
1
a shame.
for listen. And what else do I have? I have brawl.
Very good.
2.
Okay. Anything else? Or was that everything?
That's it.
Okay, no worries. Thank you. And finally, Kev.
Sean. Hey. D10 for that. Oh, that's quite nice.
Wow, a lot of 10s tonight. Must have been that address you got.
Spot hidden. And roll. Okay, that's me.
All dunsies, brilliant. Thank you very much, guys. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank the players for their innovative and creative, what's the words? Roleplay. What? I can't believe I can't remember the word. When you improv. That's the word I'm looking for. For their fantastic improv and roleplay tonight. I've really been enjoying what the players are all doing. So thank you so much for that, guys. But yeah, we're going to leave things off there for now. We are going to pick up again in 2 weeks' time on Tuesday the 30th. Oh, wait, sorry, Duane, did you say you were away on that day?
No, not us.
The next one after, isn't it, in August?
Oh, that's right. 2 weeks, 4 weeks from now, we'll
4
be
weeks
back.
from now. Okay, no worries. So we will, in fact, be online, guys, doing the next episode on Tuesday the 30th of July. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We hope you've all enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment if you want to see anything more from the players or if you have any suggestions or any ideas. We hugely appreciate the support. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you in the next episode, guys. If not, I'll see you in some other content I produce. I try and make content every single day now. So, Sal, wait till next time. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys.